Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's stream of Aviary Attorney. As a brief recap for anyone who has not seen any of the previous streams here, we are ourselves JJ Falcon, and we have our little sidekick person, Sparrowson, and we are both attorneys. Our first case was helping out this cat girl who was accused of murder, and so we found her a not guilty verdict. But then afterwards, we find out that she actually did commit the murder. Then the next case was over a fox guy who said he was a prince, who actually wasn't a prince. We got him, what do you say? We got him a not guilty verdict also. They accused him of killing the king using poison on a rose, and we found that was not true, and we got him the not guilty verdict. Now here on Chapter 3, we are running around to try and figure out some revolution-related shenanigans, as well as trying to collect items to try and pare down a debt amount for Sparrowson and his medical bill. Because one of the things he did to help us win that previous case was consume a poisoned chocolate wrapper. And so he had to go to the doctor for that. And now we've got an expensive medical bill. And that is what has happened so far in Aviary Attorney and where we are currently. So, let's go ahead and get started. Aviary Attorney, let's continue. It is a new day. Sinya, the swan lady was Sinya. The cat lady was Catterline. You can just remember the Catterline girl because it's Catherine and Cat, basically. That's how I picture it. And time for you to make some breakfast. Alright, I hope you have some good breakfast times. Alright, so clearly we're going to start with La Leon here, seeing as we've got an exclamation point for it. Let's see what's happening. Oh, you know what? Technically, I think we actually saw this at the end of last stream, but I think this will be good for like a nice little sort of recap happening. And again, I'll say, since it's been a week since I last played this, I apologize if I might get any voices off or make them a little bit different. But here we go. Is the room to your liking, mademoiselle? Don't call me that. My apologies, madame. But what are your thoughts? Is the room suitable? It's dark, cramped, and more than a little macabre. But it will do. Excellent. I have hired private security to guard the entrance 24 hours a day. Rest assured, your weapons are safe. Tell me, Friar, are we doing the right thing? Of course we are, madame. There cannot be change without bloodshed. No revolution without revolution. Surely you aren't having second thoughts. Of course not. I want nothing more than to serve justice to the corrupted rulers of this country. When the time comes, I'll be the one to pull the trigger. Spooking. I almost need... Let me hop over to the offices where, it's not gonna end our day here, so I can peek at, like, the evidence that we have. We have a shopping list from Gustav. He has requested 1 copper pot and 1 reel of string. We have the string, so that's a check on that. There we go. See, there's the fishing line. So we've got the fishing line. Here's Valerity's letter. Inspector Valerity has requested our help for a secret mission. That's the revolution stuff. The Book of Judges, a collection of stories from the Bible's Old Testament, given to you by Fontaine. This was what was required in order to talk to Croc. And we have glass shards found on Rue de Marmoset. They originated from broken street lamps. This is when Croc started running away, I believe, and this is Sparrowson had accidentally stepped in this. And we have Croc's invoice. An invoice dropped by the Croc Monsieur promises the delivery of weapons to the sleeping city. So now we have to find that weapons dealer, who I think also needed a Bible quote password. And for the other people who are shuffling away to go collect some food to consume, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have nice meals. Stop dilly-dallying, Falcon. We have a rebel group to find. But I want to hang out back at the attorney offices. Come on. So the Rue de Marmoset was previously, I think, where we had talked to Croc, so we probably don't want to head just straight there. This is one of the problems, though, with taking story games and breaking them out over the weeks, is that then I have to remember a little bit better what exactly happened. I almost should just, like, make a little list of notes, perhaps. So maybe we'll go ahead and just start at the top here and just shuffle over to the library to see if there's anything that we can find for information book-wise. Do you think Nathan liked riddles? Well, of course. All librarians like riddles. Well, seems like a bit of a stereotype, that's all I'm saying. Stereotype or not, we have to hope that it's true. That boffin is our best chance at getting to the bottom of this. Well, it's time to put our polite faces on. He's here now. Ugh. Good day, Dromio and Dromio. Why, good day, monsieur. It's a pleasure to see you again on this fine day. Tell me, kind monsieur, do you like riddles? Well, of course. Here's one for you, messieurs. What has 2 mouths and 4 ears, yet talks twice as much as it listens? Well, Falcon, he has no clue. Also, real quick, I'm going to increase the music volume a touch, I think. Yep, there we go. I like that better. You. It's you, messieurs. You. You come in here, yammering and yelling, never stopping to close your beaks for 1 minute. Oh, very good, monsieur. Laugh, Sparrowson. We need to get into his good books. What was that? Sorry, I can't fake laugh. Oh, mon Dieu. Stop this farce. You messieurs obviously have some inane riddle that you want solving, so let's hear it. Go on, spit it out. Oh, right, if we were to say that there is a place called the Sleeping City in Paris, where would it be? That's a new one. A sleeping city. Oh, I got it. What? Really? Oh, alrighty, that was really fast. Of course. The riddle was trivially easy. There are plenty of locations that could be called a sleeping city, but only one place earns that title in Paris. Oh, alright, and where would that be? We know the answer, of course. Obviously. We're just fact-checking to make sure that you got it right. Yeah, Think it through, messieurs. kind of city is only inhabited by those who sleep all day and night. There's gonna be a nocturnal part of the city where, like, the owls and the like hang out? Oh, I got it! Spain! Don't be daft, Sparrowson. Spain isn't a city. But perhaps the monsieur is referring to the capital of Spain, Madrid. Nice, sleepy place. What? Spain? Madrid? Ugh, you two are remarkably dense, aren't you? Sleep is a metaphor. Actually, it's one of the oldest and most powerful metaphors in the history of literature. It symbolizes death itself. The sleeping city obviously refers to a city of the dead, a necropolis. Think, messieurs, think. Use your puny avian brains. Do we have any necropolises in Paris? Sparrowson, do we? Ugh, pitiful. Do I really have to spell it out so plainly? The catacombs, monsieur. There are miles of winding tunnels beneath this city, housing the remnants of millions of corpses. You have more questions, don't you? Oh, yes, why don't you tell us about the catacombs? Can you give us a brief rundown on the history of the catacombs? Ugh. The cemeteries of Paris were overflowing by the end of the last century. It was a mess from what I hear. To create space, King Louis, or would that be the 16th, ordered for old skeletons to be excavated and put into the unused mine tunnels that lie under the city. So, with a little renovation and many years of hard work, the mines were successfully turned into a subterranean mausoleum. So, it's basically a grave for a few thousand skeletons? Millions, more like. Don't underestimate the size of the tunnels, messieurs. Alright. So, I know that the bourgeois like to tour the catacombs, don't they? Correct. It was quite the bourgeois tourist hotspot some 20 years ago. Imagine being wealthy and just going to look at skeletons for a vacation. But if you are hoping to pay a visit, you are too late. The church had all the entrances sealed shut fairly recently. What? Why would the church do that? Believe it or not, they considered the turning of a mausoleum into a tourist attraction to be in poor taste. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. They shut down all the entrances? Really? Surely there must be one or two left untouched. If there is such an entrance, it is not public knowledge. I see. Well, suppose that's all then. I think we're done here for now. Thank you for your time, monsieur. Good day. If the sleeping city really is in the Paris catacombs, then there must be some way to get in. An underground tunnel network would probably be connected to the city sewers, right? So, we just need to find the right manhole and boom! We're in spooky, scary skeleton town. Huh, that's a good idea. Or maybe it connects to the Seine. Perhaps some swimming is in order. Ugh, you two dunces are going to get yourselves killed. If you really wish to visit the catacombs, you would be best off asking those responsible for the closures. The dead people? Ugh. The church, monsieur. It's not the goddamn skeletons that ask to be closed. Hello? I literally just said even. The church would know if there are any unsealed entrances that still exist. Oh, right, yeah, I knew that. All right, then I guess we're heading back to the church then to ask about the entrances. I also don't want to forget about that fishing line too. We need to go over to the marketplace so I can check for any copper cooking pots. Let's see, this is La Hall, so here's the market that's popular among all the shoppers. So perhaps we'll head over there. Okay, so we need a copper pot and a piece of string. Not that second one, we've already got a piece of string. What options do we have?
Well, I see Sasha Spider's silverware store.
Ugh, too pricey. Let's take it down a notch.
Okay, how about that place over there? Harry Hippopotamus's Pottery and Haberdashery. That name just rolls off the tongue.
No, still too pricey. We're buying for a mad scientist, not for the Queen of England.
Oh, what about that little stand? Rue's Odds and Ends. Looks cheap, and I even see a copper kettle in the back.
Ah, now we're talking. Excuse me, madame. What? Hang on! Those two look familiar. Those were the fucking, like, mouse and mouse girl child? The, I guess, kangaroo, perhaps? That we gave money to, and a good amount of money to earlier on.
Wait, those two look familiar.
I recognize you. Weren't you two begging outside Chateau Crenier a couple of weeks ago?
Yes, that was us. Thanks so for your generosity, monsieur. We put your money to good use, see? We started a business. At Rue's Odds and Ends, we sell everything.
I suppose congratulations are in order then. It's no small feat to pull yourself out of the streets in today's economy.
So, do we get a discount? What? A discount?
Well, we did help kickstart your little enterprise. Suppose we are investors of sorts.
Sorry, messieurs. No discounts. You gave us donation out of the generosity of your hearts. Because you are such nice people. But maybe we can help you out. What is it that you wanted?
May we see your copper kettle? 5 finger discounts, we steal the kettle. We see a copper kettle on your stall. How much is it?
30 francs.
We're gonna try and haggle here, see? We're gonna say that's too much and see if we can get it, by doing some more fetch quests. 30 francs for a kettle? That's far too much.
But this kettle is super fancy, see? Look at all them engravings. It's nice and stout. Oh, and look at the handle. Look at the spout. With something like this, you can sip your tea while pretending to be a hoity-toity bourgeois.
Well, yes, that's very fancy, but that's still more than we can afford. How does 20 francs sound?
I'm not bartering, monsieur. It's 30 francs or nothing.
Well, then forget it. 30 franc kettle doesn't fit our budget.
We understand. It is a little pricey, ain't it? Did you want something else, monsieur?
Alright, I already have string, but since we're here, I'm kind of curious about the conversation. Do you have any string or fishing line?
Here we go. A nice long reel of strong thread. Looks to be 10 meters or so. Would that work?
I think so. How much? 15 francs. What the fuck? That is way more than even we paid for the old fishing line that we said was 2? 3? Which then Toussaint said that he could buy a new string for like a singular franc? And she's charging 15 for this? Holy shit. That is a little too steep. 15 francs for string? Come now, that's ridiculous.
It's no ordinary string, messieurs. It's the string with 1,000 uses. You can make a fishing rod. You could fix something that's broken. You could play cat's cradle.
This may be a scam. She might actually just be a con artist.
You could stitch some clothes with it.
You could tie someone up! What? Okay. You've both made your pitch. But it's still too expensive. Still too much. Sorry, but there's no way I'm spending 15 francs on a piece of string.
All right, we understand. Want something else, monsieur?
Hello there, Wharfie, and welcome to the stream. That's all, madame. Thanks for all your help.
Be sure to come back if you forget anything, monsieur. Come back soon!
Probably not. So it seems that is not going to be a very good way to get that pot. We can go back to purchase it if we can't find anyone else with a copper pot. This is the engineer, so we don't care about him right now. Don't care about going to the Rue de Marset at the moment, but the church, however, we can go to at minimum in order to find out more about the catacombs. Uh-oh. He's talking to his brother, it looks like. The music popping off here.
Did you sneak out to the Louvre again? I keep telling you, my brother, you can't risk being seen. There is too much at stake.
I think I'm just gonna have to, take it down that way. Well, but the good word must be spread, my brother. We need as many supporters as possible. No more sulking in the shadows. No more cowering in the dark. We must rise up against our oppressors. Oh, but before I forget, here is your pen back. I borrowed it.
Again?
What happened to yours? I lost it.
So careless.
Alright, I don't have that pen in my inventory still. Don't sweat the petty things, brother. Let's focus on removing the obstacles that stand in the way of our father's dreams.
Right. Like that annoying little bird who's been poking his beak into our business.
He is dangerously close to uncovering our secret. He says as we enter in, asking him about the entrance to the catacombs. You want me to take care of him?
It would be in our interests. I have a trap in mind, but... someone's coming. Go hide.
And then here we are, time to bust them both. What?
My brothers have returned. What can I do for you today? A confession, perhaps?
Actually, Friar, we're here for information. We want to learn about the catacombs that lie under Paris.
The catacombs? Oh, you don't want to go there, my brother. It is a wretched and haunted place.
I'm sure it is. But we know that the church was responsible for having the entrances sealed shut.
So, we figure that maybe there's a super secret friar-only entrance that only you know about. A secret entrance? That's an interesting idea. You know, you are not the first birds to have asked about that.
We aren't?
Yeah. A cockerel paid a visit yesterday. Perfect posture and a snooty or one-eyed and, perfect posture and snooty or one-eyed and scowling. The first. A prosecutor, I think he was. Anyway, I'll tell you the same thing I told him. If you venture into the catacombs, you will not return. Understood?
Look, it's like the complete opposite side. We can pick up on his subtlety of threat. We can We can really just opt for just straight up and be like completely ignorant, like we did not pick up that subtlety at all, or we just straight say it and be totally blunt and be like, what, are you threatening me? Clearly, though, we're gonna play on the dumb route and be like, ha, we don't get that veiled threat at all. Not really. Not really. You didn't tell us how to get into the catacombs at all. Nor will I tell you, my brother. Take the hint. You have no business there. Now, if you two will excuse me, I have a sermon to prepare. Be on your way. Damn, another dead end. Maybe it's time to wrap this up. We can go tell the inspector what we found and call it a day. I did the wrong voice there completely. Whoops. Don't quit just yet. I managed to take something from the friar's pocket when he gave his little warning. Sparrowson! I love that he is a hardcore kleptomaniac, just swiping all the little things from the people during conversation. Thank you, Sparrowson. Seriously? Again? This is becoming something of a bad habit for you. Well, go on then. Let's see what you pilfered. This. You found this pen? In the friar's robes? Yep. Interesting. Actually, this is more than interesting. This is amazing. Oh, and hello there to you too, Joe. Welcome to the stream. This is the exact same pen that Judge Romulus uses. It even contains the same green ink. Huh. Do you think it's exactly the same pen? Or do you think Romulus and Remus just have a matching set? I honestly don't know, but I do know that this may come in handy. I'm gonna keep a hold of it. Fountain pen has been added to your evidence folder. We're still at a dead end, though. My gut tells me that the friar is hiding something, but I can't get him to cough it up. It's not like we can beat information out of him. Let's just go do other stuff, and maybe we'll stumble across some more clues. Maybe you're right. Let's go. Alright, so I guess we'll temporarily focus on that copper pot. How am I doing? I am doing just fine, Joe. I hope you are too. I hope you had a nice birthday, by the way. Okay, probably not at the tavern. You know, I could see maybe the tavern having a pot, since it is a tavern, and if they make any food, there we go. Birthday was just like any other day. Well, if it's not a bad day, then hey, that's fine, as long as the birthday is just at least another nice day. Let's see, here's the Baron. He resides at Chateau Crenier, an impressive manor house with an immaculate garden. I don't know that that's going to give us any pots. It is the conciergerie, the infamous prison, has detained the accused and condemned alike. I don't think the prison will have any pots. Not useful. Louvre Palace, probably not. Okay, of these places, I feel like the tavern would be the most likely. No problem for the birthday wishes. Yep, no problem. So, plus then there might be some more gossip we're able to pick up here. So let's go ahead and try the tavern. So, what's the plans for today? Play cards until we're flat out broke? Maybe. Let's see. I was kind of hoping we could talk to the main tavern lady and get something that way, but doesn't seem like it. Falcon and Sparrowson return to the drinking floor, but nobody appears to be interested in conversation. Is there anything we can talk about up here? Nope, it seems like it's exclusively just card room. So how about the entrance? Okay, so it's the same thing that I did last time when I walked in here, and it was like, well, can I do things here? Nope, you can't do anything. It was like, well, shit. Graviton, nap time over. I hope you had a nice nap. Hello, and welcome to the stream. Here we go. We're gonna play a single card. Well, I don't know. I don't have that much money. I think I've already trapped myself and I'm already doing around. So I guess we're going to play at least one hand of cards. I have also drawn a 1, so clearly we're gonna just stand. Why get anything higher than a 1? We'll win with that. Stand, smile. Yep, I think so. Hello there, Chip, and welcome to the stream. 10, 7, this is a lot of cards, what the hell? Of course, that's pretty much what I expected. A shit ton of low cards, and then boom, one that's really high. Unlucky? No, rigged. Thank you, I'm leaving. Yeah, that was extremely terrible. I'm out. Well, I guess I'm just going to the Rue de Marmoset then. Not giving me any other option. Cutscene, here we go. There he is. That's the roost. What? That's the rooster. Croque Monsieur. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we're getting close to unraveling this whole rebellion nonsense. Let's not dawdle, Sparrowson. We're nearly there.
All right, let me just deal with this letter first.
Spam?
I don't think so. It's from Cocorico.
Severin? Well, go ahead, Sparrowson. Let's hear it.
JJ, if this letter reaches you uninterrupted, then it means that I have been captured or killed by the rebels.
Uh-oh. What?
Last evening, the inspector gave me a tip-off of a midnight train between the rebels and the Croque Monsieur on Rue de Marmoset.
Man, fuck, if we had gone over to the Rue rather than the tavern, we might have caught this.
I intend to watch from the shadows, but I know that such a mission is a dangerous one. Wish me luck. If this is the last correspondence you'll ever hear from me, then I suppose I should end on a positive note. Falcon, you are a good friend and an excellent lawyer. I'm sorry for belittling you all these years. Kind regards, Severin Cocorico.
Aww. He's liked me this entire time? Oh. And a talented lover, oh no. I don't think Cocorico and Falcon got along in that fashion.
Is this for real? There's no way. This letter has to be some sort of setup.
It's Severin's handwriting.
Where do you think he is?
I don't know.
Why would he go alone?
I don't know.
But we have to go help him, right? I mean, if that trade was at midnight last night and it's 10 o'clock now, he might still be okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
Come on, Falcon. Pull yourself together. We've got to act fast while there's still time on the clock.
Oh, Sparrowson. I have a bad feeling in my gut. Cocorico, no!
Well, yeah, me too. This letter is terrifying stuff.
No. You don't understand. I know that if Severin isn't already dead now, he will be very soon. There's nothing that we can do about it.
What? What are you talking about? You don't know that!
I do. I'm certain. We've messed up. We've missed something. We've overlooked something vital. Now Severin's fate is sealed.
No! You're spouting defeatist nonsense! Come on, Falcon! Let's go visit that Rue de Marmoset! We might find a clue!
Come on, Sparrowson. Keep up. No time for wheezing. If Cocorico was last seen around here, then there has to be a clue nearby.
Right. Oh, whew.
Select an area to examine. All right, it's time to investigate. Little plaque? No loitering. I guess we should move on.
Be serious, Falcon.
There's a pool of blood here. Looks fresh.
Cocorico's?
I see drag marks heading towards that tunnel, which leads straight to the Cien. If I had to guess, someone was killed here last night, and their body was hastily disposed of in the river.
Oh no.
But I see several sets of bloodied footprints, too. Some are faint, but they head that way, towards the main road.
So, he could still be alive?
Let's see where the footprints go. Well, it seems they head over to Notre Dame.
See? The footprints lead right here into the Notre Dame?
It seems that way.
Unbelievable. Where's a friar when you need one?
Forget the friar. Let's keep following the blood trail and see where it ends up.
Wait a minute, Falcon. Shouldn't we get the police involved before we go any further?
I don't know. Can we trust the police? Valerdi was rather suspicious when we saw him conversing with Cocorico earlier. But maybe that's just because he was trying to be cautious himself. Do we get backup or no? However, if we say that would be smart to get the police involved, that means that it's either Falcon or Sparrowson that are going and following these footprints alone. I guess it's almost at the same time kind of like, who are we wanting to trust? Are we wanting to take the side of the police? Or are we wanting to take the side of the revolutionaries? Backup is always good, that's true. So perhaps we'll go ahead and just get some police help. Well, that would be the smart thing to do. Alright, why don't you run and find a policeman? I'll go on ahead.
Nice try, but I'm not abandoning you. We have no idea what or who could be ahead. Hey, wait up! That way leads straight down to...
Quark. Man, I'm famished.
When is that mouthy parrot gonna relieve me of duty so I can go grab a snack?
The trail keeps going.
Hey, isn't that the concierge jailkeeper? Oh, Quack?
It's Quark, you dummies. I had no idea that you were a religious man, monsieur.
I'm not. I had a career change. Private security pays much better than regular old jail keeping, you know.
Oh, all right. So I guess from jail, he's now doing private security. Monsieur, we don't have much time, so I'll keep it brief. We're following a trail that leads to the door behind you. We need you to let us pass.
The door behind me? Hang on, he said private security, right? And he's blocking this door. Does that mean this is the, Beaumont, I believe her name was? Lioness lady?
You know, idiots. That door leads straight to the catacombs. You don't want to go there.
Catacombs?
And besides, just because I know how to get in doesn't mean I'm just going to let you pass. I've got a job to do. I have integrity. I promised to act as guard, and that's what I'm doing. He just said he swapped over to this for cash money, so it's time to give him a bribe. You want a bribe, don't you?
Bingo.
What do you got? Here's 10 francs. Here's a present. Here's my fist. And then I punch him. We'll just give him some cash. Here, for your troubles. 10 francs? What? Are you trying to insult me? Alright, here's 10 more. Oh, starting to warm up. What else you got? I'm not giving you any more money. I'm going to offer you something else. Well, it must be tiring to stand there all day and night. I bet you would love something to eat. Well, now that you mention it, what you got? Well, I don't have any food. Those chocolates that I had picked up from the shop earlier, I don't have any longer, so I can't do that. And then I stab him with the fountain pen instead. Here you go, monsieur, for your troubles. What the hell is this? I don't want your useless junk. Give me something good. Well, alright. Here's my fist. This is beyond bird law. Is a whole heckin' animal kingdom. That's right. Because we help out every animal, regardless if they're a bird or not. Hello there, Watson, and welcome to the stream. Hey, what are you doing? Monsieur, perhaps I wasn't clear. I am short on both time and patience. Are you going to tell us pass, or do I have to beat you until you are unable to stop us? Jeez, no need to get violent, big guy. You can pass. The door's right behind me. Go on. That's the door to the catacombs. It's that simple? Yeah, it's that simple. What, were you expecting a hidden bookcase or something? Go on, go look. I'm so rich that I'll pay you to fuck off and then beat it back. Hell. What idiots. They're walking straight into a pitch black maze without even a torch. I wonder, will they lost and starve, or will they find the crazy lion girl and get shot? See, I was right. The lioness is here. Either way, ain't my problem. Upon entering the doorway, Falcon and Sparrowson find themselves at the top of a stone staircase that spirals into the abyss below. Here goes nothing? They begin the descent. I knew an underground passage would be dark, but this is ridiculous. I can't even see my hand in front of my face. Just keep putting one foot in front of the other, Sparrowson. Let's say, is the sound here falling into music? Yes. I think that was the last step. Now it's just twisted tunnels ahead of us. I should take up smoking. If I smoked, I would have a match right now and we would be able to see where we're going. Plus, you know, all the health benefits. And I would probably be calmer. Keep it together, Sparrowson. That's right, because this is the 1800s where they go, oh, look at that. Smoking, that's good for your health. I know. I'll unravel this loose thread from my jacket. We can just trace the string to find our way back, if we reach a dead end. Oh, good thinking. Just like Theseus and the Minotaur. Wait. There aren't any minotaurs in here, are there? Head of a bull? Body of a bull? Ooh, scary stuff. That's not... Actually, never mind. It feels like there's a gap in the wall here. I guess the path branches. I can feel a slight breeze coming from the passage to the left. The air seems a little more stagnant to the right. Well, breezy sounds like it'd probably go outside, perhaps, whereas stagnant would keep us down here under the catacombs. And I feel like we want to stay in the catacombs, right? Let's take the stagnant path. The air must get more stagnant the deeper we travel into the tunnels. Let's press onward.
Hey, Falcon? I don't want to dump on you or anything, but when you threatened Quark back there, it was pretty scary.
Scary? Not really. Quark's all talk. I knew there was no chance that he would fight back.
No, I wasn't scared of Quark. You. I found you scary. I've never seen you get so angry before.
Severin's life is on the line, Sparrowson. Forgive me for showing a little emotion.
Sorry, I didn't mean it like that.
Oh, looks like the path branches again.
Are my eyes going funky from the darkness, or is there a glimmer of light coming from the right path?
No, I see it too. There's definitely some light on that side. Well, let's go to the light. Because now that we're deeper in the tunnels, that might be like a torch or something.
It's definitely getting lighter. I can see my hands again. But that just means we're getting close to an exit, right? Maybe this has all been a wild goose chase.
Hush. Listen.
Oh? Voices?
Voices. We're getting close.
Wait, Falcon, aren't you scared?
Terrified, actually. Whoa. There they are. Oh no, Cocorico! Holy shit. I'll ask one more time. What is your name? Are you with the police? The Royal Guards? Speak, bird.
Ma'am, you Mart, we've been here all night, and he simply ain't talking. He didn't react to coaxing. He didn't react to torture. Maybe it's, time to administer some justice?
Justice. That word.
Oh, the rooster finally crows.
You know who I am? Fine. My name is Severin Cocorico. I am a public prosecutor for the Cour d'Assises.
Well, Sammy, it's been a pleasure, but we can't be having spies running around our base of operations now, can we? Without further ado, I hereby sentence you to...
Wait a minute. Piro, this is no ordinary spy.
'Cause he's a prosecutor?
No, because he's the bastard who condemned my father 10 years ago. Uh-oh.
Wow! Are you sure?
I had my suspicions when I saw his smug air of arrogance, his holier-than-thou glare. But now that I know his name and occupation, there is no doubt. Do you remember, Bird? Do you remember the trial of a homeless lion in the winter of 1835? I have a good feeling that everything is going to be okay. What was your father's name? John Boumort. What were his crimes? His only crime was trying to feed a starving child. He took a handful of vegetables from a grocer's stand, not out of greed, but out of sheer desire to see me survive. But he was seen by a policeman. Another arrogant cockerel like yourself, actually. So my father was thrown in jail. He was dragged to court. I had the privilege of watching the proceedings from the stands. I remember your sharp words. This man is a thief. This man is a scoundrel. He deserves the harshest possible punishment for his crimes. You didn't care about the consequences. You didn't care about why my father did what he did. All you cared about was fulfilling your lust to see a criminal behind bars. Oh. My father received a sentence of 5 years. He died on his 3rd. Oh. Do you remember him? Mademoiselle, in all my days as a prosecutor, I have seen over thousands of cases. I'm not going to remember a single bread thief. You rotten Connard! We're all just insects to you, aren't we? Who cares if a child starves on the streets, as long as you put enough criminals behind bars to meet your quota? Am I right? Oh. Your silence speaks volumes of your guilt. Severin Coco Rico, you have been tried by the people of the Second Republic. We have found you guilty on the counts of conspiracy, of the murder of the Croque Monsieur, and of the murder of my father, John Boumort. Oh, I have been found guilty. Mademoiselle, if you want to shoot me so you can fulfill your revenge fantasies, then by all means, shoot me. But don't pretend for a moment that this mob resembles a court of justice in any form. A court of justice? Now there's a contradiction. Bird, you know nothing of justice. Gun. Friar Ramus, read this man his last rites. With pleasure, madame.
Falcon, we have to make a move! Say something!
Objection! Fuck this. All right, I'm going in.
I'm coming too!
No, I need you to get out of here. Go find the police. For a royal guard, anyone. I'll stall for time.
Falcon! Okay, I'll go get help.
Do you have any last words? Just pull the bloody trigger and be done with it. Wait! Wait. What? Huh? He's right. This is a terrible trial. There's no evidence, no defense, no examination of the facts. You've dragged a man off the streets and decided his fate based purely on your own prejudices and whims.
Who the cluck does this bird brain think he is?
I am this man's defense attorney. I am J.J. Falcon.
JJ, what are you doing? Defense attorney? You're a raving loony is what you are, eh?
Or a spy. I've seen this monsieur eavesdropping on our conversations before. He cannot be trusted. Everyone, please, hear me out. I don't know about the two from the bar. I could see maybe Fontaine. I don't think I'm going to be able to get anything from Pierrot. Friar Ramus, however, we do have that pen swiped from them. Right there. So we could maybe use that. So let's appeal to Friar Ramus. Do any of them like us? Friar Ramus, you are a man of God. Surely you don't approve of this sort of mob violence. I see no issue. The good book is full of stories of violence. Joshua ransacked the city of Jericho. Ehud and the judges were ruthless assassins. Samson killed thousands before meeting his fate. Well, sure, but that's the Old Testament. What would Jesus say about this? He would say, I did not come to bring peace, but a sword. Matthew 10:34. Oh. Damn. Do you see, Falcon? This man's death is inevitable. For the good of France, and in the name of justice, he must be killed. Justice. There's that word again. Madame, I won't presume to know who you are or what you stand for, but shooting this man right now would not bring you justice. It would only serve to satisfy your desire for revenge. Justice, revenge, what's the difference? Probably don't want to say due process. Because then she over here, if she's with the revolution, she's gonna say like, fuck the government and due process, it fucking sucks eggs. I'm leaning more towards rationality and fairness. I'm a little bit dubious on saying fairness for the purpose that she's like, what? He had his chance of fairness. Did my father get fairness? What is this? Fairness is a childish word. Would laugh if it's right. And plus, I don't know if she would care about being fair to Coco Rico, so maybe we'll opt for rationality. Maybe try that one. Rationality, madame. Justice is carried out on the basis of hard facts and logic. It isn't distracted by petty emotions. Even putting aside my emotions, I can see this bird's guilt. Then it's your opportunity to prove it, madame. Show that you're a leader who acts with reason, not brute irrationality. Madame, surely you aren't entertaining the words of this heathen? Uh-oh. It's time to pull something out. What do we pull out the grocery list. Look, this guy's looking for a copper pot and reel of string. Isn't this clear evidence that this needs to happen? I don't know about the invoice. This doesn't seem like it'd be quite applicable. Maybe. The most I can see is maybe like the fountain pen to somewhat bribe them. Or maybe the Book of Judges to be able to use some quote. We'll just slap some kind of quote out there, maybe? Oh, okay, my cursor was messed up there, so it wasn't letting me, wait. It's not letting me pick anything. I give her some money? Game? Excuse me, what exactly am I supposed to be picking here? Did we soft lock it? I don't know. What if I was supposed to have some kind of item and it's locking me out of it? Well, I guess, okay, unless I accidentally clicked that and that was the problem. She did like the dots and I was like over here, and instead of clicking the text box, I clicked evidence. And of course then, none of these items would do anything if I'm not actually at an item screen. That might have been what just happened. Oops. Well, let's just continue this conversation then, I suppose. Whoops. Fine, Falcon. We'll play this your way. We we shall have a formal trial for the murder of the croque monsieur. Excellent. Shall we head back to my office and file the necessary papers? Don't take me for a fool. You'll walk us right into a trap. We shall have the trial right here and now. Right here? The catacombs? It's as good a place as any. Well, I suppose we'll be needing a judge then.
Oh, I volunteer.
No thanks, Puro. We're trying to form a courtroom, not a circus. Oh, she's calling. Wait, hang on. Chat, recall what his name is. Puro. A Puro is also a type of clown. Oh. Just go see how the security is doing, Puro. We don't want any more spies wandering in.
Rightio.
Perhaps I can help, madame. You know that I'm a pious man after all. All right, Remus, you can be our judge, and I will lead the prosecution. Yeah, get Pagliaccio in here. He's more serious. What? What about the jury? With due respect, I don't trust your peers to be impartial. Look around you. As we speak, we are being watched and judged by countless dead men and women. They shall be our jury. That may work as a metaphor, but in practical terms, it is me you have to convince, Falcon. Convince me that this bird is not guilty. After all, I am the one who holds the gun. Well, it looks like we are ready to get started. The trial of Severin Cocorico is underway. He stands accused of the murder of the man known as the croque monsieur in cold blood. Madame Beaumont, please explain the details of what happened. Very well. Last night, at the stroke of midnight, 2 gunshots were heard on the Rue de Marmoset. Puro alerted us, and we managed to arrive before the police did. On the scene, I saw the man known as the croque monsieur, a good friend of ours, lying in a pool of his own blood. Standing over the body, I saw the murderer, Severin Cocorico, still clutching his murder weapon. Am I to understand that you did not witness the crime firsthand, madame? That you only saw the aftermath? Uh-oh, see, this is it, chat. Yes, but one of us did happen to see the incident itself. Remus, right? Or perhaps the Silverus? Or whatever the other wolf guy's name was?
Madame Beaumont, I found this here pigeon running around our tunnels. I am no pigeon, monsieur. Well, he's a spy in any case. Let's execute him right now.
It's all right. He's with me. With you? Music, calm down a little bit. Thank you. He's my assistant. He carries my bags and stuff. Falcon, I trust that you do not have any other assistants lurking around the corner. No, madame. Then take your lackey out of my sight. All right, Sparrowson, just go walk a few feet over there. That way you're in the dark. That way she can't see you, and you're good.
Psst, Falcon!
What is it?
I saw someone lurking in the catacombs. I think he was watching us from the shadows.
What? Another rebel?
I don't know. But he got spooked when he saw me. He dropped this.
What's this? Political pamphlet? Soyez votre propre on guide d'introduction à la culture de la raison. Jacques Herbert. Cult pamphlet has been added to your evidence folder. Cult Guide, a pamphlet on the cult of reason, found by Sparrowson in the catacombs. Flawless French accent. Thank you, thank you.
Well, I best be getting back to patrols then.
Not so fast, Puro. You witnessed the crime firsthand, did you not?
I did, ma'am.
Then you can be our first witness. Go, stand in the center.
Okie dokie. Do I need to say an oath or something?
That won't be necessary. We trust you. Just tell us what you saw last night, Puro.
Okie dokie. I saw it plain as day. The croque monsieur was just minding his own business on Rue de Marmoset when all of a sudden this here brute a rooster appeared with his gun in hand. Bam! The rooster fired. The croque slumped to the floor. Using the last of his strength, the croque monsieur drew his own gun. Bam! The croque fired back.
So, to clarify, Coco Rico shot first.
Yes, ma'am. No question there.
What happened next?
Well, I knew you guys, Avantine, Ramus, and you, ma'am, were only a stone's throw away at the cathedral, so I ran to get your help. We all arrived back on the scene maybe a minute after I had left.
And then I saw the dead croque monsieur and the murderous Severin Cocorico with my own eyes. Thank you for your report, Puro.
This is nothing, ma'am.
You see, Falcon, Puro is not the sharpest knife in the kitchen.
True that.
But he is honest to a fault. I would trust his word with my own life. I don't doubt this man's honesty, madame. Nonetheless, I would like to cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? What does that mean? I don't claim to be an expert of the law. That was always my brother's role in the family. But I think a cross-examination means that Falcon would like to waste our time by asking pointless questions. Actually, it means that I would like to make sure that Puro's story holds up under scrutiny. Yes, I will be asking questions, but only questions that directly relate to the case at hand. Clearly a pointless stalling tactic, madame. Shall we put an end to the trial? No, we will let the bird have his little cross-examination. But I'm warning you, Falcon, don't mess with me. Don't mess with you? If I get the slightest inkling that you are rambling to stall for time, I will end this trial on the spot. Do I make myself clear? Start questioning Coco Rico's shoe size or the color of croque monsieur's underwear, and I'll lose my patience. Yeah, I get it. Think this judge has a bias? Potentially, he might have a bias. This court seems to be on the up and up, Horace says. Sliding some francs into his pocket. All right. I saw it plain as day. The croque monsieur was just minding his own business on Rue de Marmoset, when all of a sudden this rooster appeared with his gun in hand. Bam, the rooster fired. The croque slumped to the floor. Using the last of his strength, the croque monsieur drew his own gun. Bam. So, we've got two guns, both doing bam. The rooster fired. What time was it exactly when this happened? Let's see. I saw it plain as day. Alright, you claim that you saw the incident as plain as day.
Yep, as plain as day.
But the crime occurred at night. Puro, I would like to remind you that this crime occurred around midnight in February on an overcast, moonless night in an unlit alley.
Yeah, what's your point?
It would have been too dark to see. It would have been dark, so dark that you could not possibly have correctly identified the people involved. As I briefly remind, also, we've got glass shards even from a broken street lamp.
Hey, I swear I saw what I saw.
Hold on, Falcon. You slipped up. You say that the alley was unlit, but I distinctly recall there being lanterns of a Rue de Marmoset.
Oh, that's right, that's right. We live in La Vie Lumiere. There's a gas lamp on every street.
You're right, Madame Beaumont. There are street lanterns over Rue de Marmoset, but they wouldn't have been any good because it was broken. See, the street lamps over Rue de Marmoset were broken. They are completely non-functional. As proof, I present the glass shards that line the alleyway. These shards originate from the panes of the broken lamps.
And I've still got the holes in the sole of my shoe. Double proof. Those glass shards could have come from anywhere.
You could send one of your underlings to see the broken lamps for themselves, if you want.
And waste more time? Huh. I think not. This sounds like a stalling tactic.
Excuse me, Madame Beaumont. I don't remember whether the street lamps were or were not broken, but I do remember that we had to use a torch to light up the scene.
Hey, whose side are you on?
I'm just saying, Falcon might be right. It was particularly dark, so it's possible that there weren't any lit street lamps.
Are you saying I'm a liar? I thought we were buddies.
Stop quibbling, both of you. Maybe the lamps were broken. Maybe they weren't. It doesn't matter. I know that Pierrot's testimony is accurate because I personally saw the rooster at the crime scene 1 minute after Pierrot did.
What? 1 minute? That's plenty of time for the real murderer to escape and for a passerby to stumble upon the scene, is it not? You must acknowledge that it is a possibility.
I acknowledge nothing.
There is an inkling of doubt. You know that there is the slight notion that Pierrot may be misremembering what he saw.
Don't badger the prosecution, Monsieur Falcon.
I wasn't badgering.
On to the next witness. Madame Beaumont, do you have anyone in mind? I do. There is someone among us who is something of a gun connoisseur, a man who knows everything there is to know about the craft of weaponry.
Oh, that's me again.
Shut up, Pierrot. Get off the stand.
Yes, ma'am.
A master of bird law, that's correct. That's everybody here, they're all masters of bird law, especially me. Hello there, Grendel, and welcome to the stream.
I call Fontaine forward.
Very well.
Now, Fontaine, is it true that you are a gun specialist?
Well, I hate to brag, but yes, I know about guns, their mechanics, their beauty. Have you heard about the revolver mechanisms America's developing? Wonderful stuff.
Fontaine, let's stick to the guns that were found at the crime scene. Tell us about those.
Oh, right. Very well. Gun horny. Oh no. This is the gun found on Severin Cocorico's person at the time of arrest. It is a standard issue percussion lock Chalerat gendarmerie pistol, 24 centimeters in length and 15 millimeters caliber. Lots of police and soldiers carry these dull things. It's a gun that says, I am a reliable man of the law. Police carry this gun. Man of the law. A rooster. And what is Velerdi? Exactly. Man of the law, policeman, also a cock. Perhaps Velerdi is the murderer here, even if it isn't somebody else. Yeah, he is kind of a dick. Wah, thanks, Horace. A case of mistaken cock? That might be what it is.
That sounds like our Cocorico.
Does it? Cocorico's always told me that the riding crop was his self-defense weapon of choice. It's strange that he had a gun in the first place. Alright, pistol has been added to our evidence folder. Kinky, yeah. Since he's got that, yeah, And this is the gun found on the Croque Monsieur's corpse, clutching tightly in his hands. It is a turnover pistol, double-barreled, ivory handle, 20 centimeters length, 13mm caliber. This is an exquisite and highly customized gun. It's a one-of-a-kind. Whoever used this weapon knew their stuff. The Croque Monsieur was a legendary arms dealer. It's no surprise that his personal weapon would be something so flamboyant. Okay, that pistol also added to my evidence folder. But what's really fascinating about the Croque Monsieur's gun is the ammunition. See, the bore of the pistol has been fitted with a set of grooves. Please stop, Fontaine. I didn't call you up to hear you show off your gun knowledge. Tell us what you uncovered when you examined the Croque Monsieur's bullet wound. Alright. Well, a lead bullet was embedded in the middle of Croque Monsieur's sternum and appeared to have a straight line, angle of entry. So in other words, the Croque Monsieur was facing his killer when he was shot. That's right. The other interesting point was that the Croque Monsieur's outer clothes were singed. This typically only occurs if the person is close enough to do a gunshot to be directly burned by the gun's muzzle flash. A fool! Now we have both of the guns! That's right, in the evidence folder we clearly have actual physical possession of the weaponry and not just the ability to present them. Now, and how close does a person have to be burned by a muzzle flash? Less than 3 meters, I would say. 5 at the most. Then there is no chance that there was a rogue sniper on the rooftops. The Croque Monsieur's killer was standing in the Rue de Marmoset themselves. As is plainly evident, only one person in Rue de Marmoset at the time of the incident. Prosecutor Cocorico. Well said, madame. I think you just unequivocally proved this bird's guilt. Not so fast. I would like to cross-examine the witness. I don't think so. You're overstepping your bounds, bird. Huh. Let the lawyer try, Ramus. When he fails, there will be absolutely no doubt to anyone in the room that Cocorico is nothing but a bloodthirsty murderer. Cross-examination. Alright, standard issue, 15mm caliber pistol, found on Cocorico. Highly customized, double-barreled pistol was found in Croque Monsieur's hands. The Croque Monsieur was shot in his chest and his clothes were singed, indicating a close-range gunshot. Alright, I'm just peeking now at the pistols. This pistol Cocorico was carrying a standard police pistol when he was captured. The turnover pistol was the Croque Monsieur carried an ornate double-barreled turnover pistol. I think I'm going to go ahead and present this pistol as the evidence because we can be like, well, why the fuck did he have a police gun on him? Kane, I have a question regarding Coco Rico's Gendarmerie pistol. Like, what does caliber mean? Are you sure the gun was fired? Is there any way to tell whether a gun has been recently fired? That is an excellent question, yes. There are a couple of ways. For around a minute after firing, a pistol's barrel is going to be hot to the touch. That's a dead giveaway. Your Honor, I present the evidence. Fucking A, flex one arm. And fucking B, flex the other arm. Falcon, flexing his muscles, beats everybody up, uses his beak to cut the rope on Coco Rico, grabs Coco Rico in his arms and goes sprinting away. Quickly, Sparrowson, we flee! I'm coming after you, Falcon! And then we both just book it out of there. Finally, Falcon punches delivered. If only that was the route that we could take, truly. That's right, we just suplex the court! But you would also check for gunpowder residue in the barrel and the chamber. That would indicate that a gun has been fired since being cleaned. Aha, check for gunpowder residue, So, by your own analysis, would you say that Coco Rico's weapon was fired last night? It's difficult to say. None of us thought to check the pistol's barrel temperature at the time of the incident, so we can't use that method. If I check for gunpowder residue now, I see a little in the barrel. That could indicate a recently fired weapon, but it could also indicate a lack of proper maintenance. So basically, you don't know whether this weapon was or wasn't fired last night. No, monsieur. If we cannot be certain whether Coco Rico even fired his gun, then this whole trial ought to be thrown out. Nice try, Falcon, but Coco Rico is still our prime suspect. He was standing over the Croque Monsieur's body with the weapon in his hands. If that gun is not the murder weapon, then what was it?
Oh, this isn't working. Try another approach, Falcon.
You have another question about his pistol? I don't really, my question about the pistol is really more on the case of, like, are we sure that Coco Rico was the one that fired it? That's where my question's at, so I don't know if I want to ask another question about the pistol in particular. No, because I don't think, I don't know if asking about caliber would help me here, or if it would just provide some nice information that might help me come to some type of conclusion. Caliber could show how big the chest wound would be, true, but if we go on the assumption that this gun did kill the Croque Monsieur, then the whole would match, because see, if we go with the idea that Valerdi, popped out, took his gun, shot Croque Monsieur, shoved the gun over at Coco Rico, and then booked it out of there, then it would have been that gun that shot him, you know? I don't know. Let me go back. I have no more questions about the pistol. So maybe just in singed, perhaps? I don't know about asking about the other pistol. Though it is interesting that they did specify 15mm up here. Let's go ahead and just ask about the caliber. Alright, pardon my ignorance, but I am not a gun connoisseur like yourself. What do you mean by caliber? A gun's caliber is the width of its internal barrel and the width of the bullet that it fires. So, you would use a 15mm wide bullets for a pistol with a 15mm wide barrel. That makes sense. Do the bullet embedded in the Croque Monsieur's chest match the caliber of Coco Rico's pistol? I don't know for sure. I don't have the time nor the equipment to dig a bullet out of Croque Monsieur's chest. Besides, lead bullets fragment. It would be difficult to properly piece together a fired lead bullet to assess its caliber without any accuracy. Then it's possible that the caliber of the bullet in the Croque Monsieur's chest doesn't match the caliber of Coco Rico's gun.
Do you know that for a fact, Falcon? Or is this more vapid speculation on your part?
I don't know about this line of questioning. I didn't really want to continue this far into it. Do we know? Sure, Smile. But if we continue along this, what exactly would we be presenting? Or would this lock me out of other possible points to argue? Trying to think if there's anything that we came across that would have potentially indicated exactly. Because we heard 2 gunshots. And yeah, we don't want to make her angry. And if we say there's no real point, then she might get mad at us and say we were stalling, so maybe we'll just try the first option here? Well, I wonder if, since there are 3 endings to this game, if this is a possible point that would affect, like, if we're able to have Coco Rico die here, actually. My instincts say that backing off will not make her angry. Alright, we'll try no real point. No real point. I just found your comment a little odd, I suppose. Okay, yep, that lets us back off, no problem, good. So we can only ask about the 2 pistols, asking about then the clothing also. The point I'm really most focused on, honestly, is the fact that this is a police pistol. Let's go ahead and question the chest, I suppose. Fontaine, you say that the Croque Monsieur was shot in the chest at a straight-on angle. May I have a diagram? Really, Falcon? This sounds like a question that would be wasting time. It sounds like I can also just kind of go through and peek at what all the possible questions I have are. Could the bullet have reflected? Let me at least go through and see what other options there are for the questions about each of these. Is it valuable? Tell us about the ammunition. And then singed. Right, his vest and jacket were slightly burned from the close angle of the muzzle flash. Could something else cause the burn? I would like to see them. Maybe we could ask about that. Could something else cause the burn? Could the burn have been caused by something else? Like what? Ash from a cigar, perhaps. Well, I guess. Hold on, Fontaine. Falcon, are you saying that you know the burn was caused by something else, or is this just blind guesswork? The Croc had a cigar in his mouth when we met him, yeah? Or... because I definitely remember cigars. Who was it that had the cigars? How goes the bird lost so far? Well, we're currently in a sort of trial, Thunder. Welcome to the stream. And in our inventory, we don't have anything else that could have caused the burns. Unless I was to say the other pistol, but that's not gonna be the case, I would imagine. Okay. I think it was God himself. God caused the burns. I have absolute conviction that the burn on the Croque Monsieur's clothing was caused by something else, not by a muzzle flash. All right, interesting. What is your evidence to support this? Evidence? Who needs evidence when I have absolute conviction? Falcon. So you have nothing? She scowls. Stop stalling, Falcon. None of us want to hear your baseless theories. Okay, so it seems like the main thing is if we actually press on one of those topics, then we need evidence to back it up, and then she'll get angry or not. If we start going along some sort of pressing of question, and we back off, then it's fine. And hello there, monster, and welcome to the stream. But hey, that's just a theory. A bird theory. Thanks for watching. Hill. I'd like to ask the other question, though. Can I ask to see them? This sounds like it would be a waste of time, too. I don't know about that. Can I ask anyway? I would like to see them. What? His clothes? Yes. Bring them out so I can do a proper examination of the evidence at hand. Falcon, you idiot. We didn't strip the Croque Monsieur down to his skivvies. We took his gun, and I think Pierrot took the change from his pockets, and then we left the body in the alley. Fully clothed, if that wasn't clear. Ah, I see. My mistake. Well, then I can't ask about the cinched clothing anymore. How about we go back to the chest? So we'll ask about the possible reflection. Is it at all possible that the bullet reflected? Bounced off a piece of metal, perhaps? Well, that sort of thing can happen. I've heard of soldiers getting shot in the back from bullets deflecting off cannons and debris and whatnot. So it could have happened here. Oh well... Falcon, are you saying that you actually know that the bullet reflected off something, or are you just speculating? I don't have any proof of that, so I'm just gonna say I'm speculating currently. I'm just asking what was possible. I don't know much about guns, after all. That's plain to see. Let's get back on track, Falcon. Okay, now we're gonna ask about the other pistol. I'm gonna ask about the ammunition. You were about to say something about the gun's ammunition before Madame Beaumont cut you off. Could you give us the details? Oh, great. Now he'll never stop talking. Fontaine getting all excited now. Oh, I'm glad you asked, Falcon. See, as you probably know, most bullets are just small round lead balls, right? But that's not the case here. This particular weapon uses an advanced, iron-tipped, aerodynamic, carefully grooved... Actually, it would be quicker if I just show you. See, take a good look. This is an iron-tipped Minet ball. Chat, this may be it. See, we're gonna get him and ask him about the ammunition and find that the type of ammunition used to shot Croque Monsieur is not the type that would have been able to be used, or something along those lines. Or we'll find that it's actually a different gun, so on, so on. Here we go. It is very rare, top-of-the-line technology. Before last night, I have never seen one of these in person before. Like I said, the Croque Monsieur was a legendary arms dealer. It would only make sense that he would have access to the latest weaponry. Where did you find this bullet, Fontaine? In the turnover pistol's chamber. In the chamber still? Hold on, I'm confused. I thought the Croque Monsieur fired his gun. So how is it possible that his gun was still loaded with a bullet? Oh, well, a turnover pistol is double-barreled. That means this can hold 2 bullets at once, ready to be fired in quick succession. Oh, I see. The Croque Monsieur fired 1 bullet, but died before he could fire the second.
I trust that you have no more questions about this matter, Falcon. We've wasted enough time already.
Right, well, not yet. Where's the other bullet?
What other bullet?
The fired Manet ball. There were 2 shots that night, remember? One from the assailant and one from the crocodile. Well, I scoured the scene for a couple of minutes, but I couldn't find it. It's a pity. It would have been great to have 2 of these magnificent bullets. Madame Beaumont, did you find the fired Manet ball in Cocorico's body?
What? In his body? You were asking if Cocorico was wounded by the bullet? No, that much is plain to see.
So again I must ask, where is the fired Manet ball?
Well, I don't have any clue. What are you trying to get at, Falcon?
Isn't it obvious? If the bullet wasn't embedded in the alleyway wall, and it wasn't embedded in Cocorico, then that means...
It flew sky high! There it went! Bye, bullet!
The bullet hit the murderer, the real murderer. It must still be embedded in whoever attacked the Croque Monsieur.
Huh, a ludicrous notion.
It makes perfect sense. The double-barreled turnover gun, the missing bullet.
Fine, I'll humor you. Let's say that a bullet did indeed hit the real perpetrator. What of it?
Well, if it's only been a few hours since the shooting, presumably the person would still have the bullet lodged in them. Bullets, dueling blanks are a thing too. Imagine if you were the Croque Monsieur guns dealer and you went around with just blanks in your gun. This kind of happened in a case in Ace Attorney. Well, hey, it's now here happening in Aviary Attorney. Find the person with the unique Iron Manet ball embedded in them, and you find the real murderer. Also, I feel like the Manet balls would be rather pricey, so it feels like that having blanks of them would be like a little over the top, perhaps. Well, that's reasonable. But we don't have the time nor resources to search every citizen of Paris to uncover an injured gunman. You don't have to search everyone in Paris. I believe the murderer to be someone in this very room. Uh-oh.
Oh? You think we have a traitor in our ranks?
I do. This was obviously a planned attack. Someone invited Cocorico and the Croque Monsieur to the same place at the same time in order to create a setup. Only someone with a rebel's connections could engineer such an event.
This is ridiculous. Are you saying that someone in this room was shot last night? That's clearly untrue.
A bullet wound can be concealed. Perhaps if you all were to take off your shirts.
Oh, it's about to get steamy in here.
And then everybody starts removing their clothing.
No, I am not having everyone in this room stripped down to their knickers just to cater to your outrageous theory. Court of lewd, that's right. If you can't think of a more reasonable way to prove your stray bullet theory, then we end this damned trial here and now.
A more reasonable way?
At that moment, a chill ran down Falcon's spine. He knew that his theory was true. It had to be true.
But he knew also that there was no way to prove it.
Madame, I assure you, this will only take a moment.
Everyone could please just take off their outer garments. Friar Ramus, why don't you go first? I'm not saying that you're the murderer, but if you were to have a bullet wound, then...
He's floundering, madame.
Agree. I've heard enough of these rambling theories. Falcon, your respect for your comrade is admirable, and you displayed great valiance by leaping headfirst into the lion's den. But you have failed to convince me of this bird's innocence.
Madame Remolt, I implore you.
Not another word. We humored you. We set up a court and went through the motions of a trial. And now, this rooster's guilt has been formally proven. Wait! We have more evidence! Enough. The trial is over. Severin Cocorico, you have been formally tried by the people of the Second Republic. We have found you guilty on the counts of conspiracy, of the murder of the Croque Monsieur, and of the murder of my father, John Beaumont.
Madame, please!
JJ, it's all right. I've made my peace.
No, this is far from all right.
Dying in the name of a new republic. At the hands of the rebels? There are worse ways to go. It was good enough for Robespierre, right?
Severin. Wait. No! Wait! She did shoot! No! Bang!
Tend to the body, Pierrot.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
No sound effect, holy shit. Do you plan to kill us too?
Why would I do that? You two have done nothing wrong. I see no reason for you to be tried, let alone executed. Your mercy's admirable, madame, but I fear if we let these two go, they will tell the police everything. It would compromise us. No, we promised to keep our beaks shut. Right, Falcon?
Well, we cannot trust the word of
Potential traitors, madame. For the good of France, we must execute the birds right now. Some man of God you are. I hate to admit it. You have a point, Ramus. This is an unpleasant situation. What to do? Oh, okay. I know. I'm going to give you a choice. You have two options. The first is that I shoot you right here and now. That's not something either of us particularly want. But if it must be done, what's option number 2? You join us.
Pick that one. Pick the death option, please. Hello there, Duke Cateron, and welcome to the stream.
We need lawyers to help bring the new republic into fruition. Your skills would be very much appreciated. Our skills? Somebody has to draft new laws. Somebody has to file the paperwork to secure the new republic's internationally recognized legal status. Somebody has to prosecute the officials who corrupted this country. Wouldn't that be a glorious job? You mean prosecute the Prime Minister? Or the King? We can discuss specifics later. For now, I need to hear a decision. What will it be?
Do you think if we die it would end the game here and we would get an ending? Does this mean a promotion? I think so. If we were the ones writing the laws, that would be pretty much a promotion. We lost Coco Rico. It's true. Honestly, with Coco Rico dead, why go on living? Chat, do we really want to join the people that just killed Coco Rico? Embrace the void. We need to honor his memory. Ow. The Void calls. Bungaloo, hello and welcome to the stream. I think so. The Void, we would rather die than join the people that just killed Coco Rico. I would rather join you. We would love to join you. The rebels and the aviary attorneys. What a team.
Shut the fuck up, Falcon. We're not dying here, okay?
Sparrowson, this is serious. Let me talk.
No, I know what you were about to say, and it was stupid. I'm not going to let you throw away both of our lives just so you can satisfy your stupid pride.
Game rejects our death option. How dare you, Sparrowson? Come on. I refuse to work with the monster who murdered Severin.
You don't have to be happy with the task. Just
Play along.
Are you two done conferring? We can't draw this out any longer. Fine, we'll work with you. Good. Then a verbal contract has been made.
so. What happens now?
Pierrot and Fontaine will lead you to Le Canard Joyeux. I will finish up here and meet you in 2 hours. Needless to say, they shall be keeping a close watch on you. Don't even think about running. Of course. Then we're done here. Fontaine, lead the way. Yes, madam. Come along, you two. You can't be seriously trusting. You can't seriously be trusting these filthy lawyers, madame. They're probably plotting revenge for their dead friend at this very moment. I do trust them. Throughout the trial, I got the impression that Falcon was trying to de-escalate the situation, avoid violence. Such a viewpoint is naive, but it is exactly what we need in this revolution. But they will betray you. They're stupid enough to even raise one feather against me. They will regret it. Ramus already betrayed her. Yep. Well, there we go, chat. There's the end of Act 3. Here we go. Final act. You can come out now, brother. How did it go? Better than we ever hoped for. The rooster is dead, and the madame has tasted her first blood. Amazing. Completely worth getting shot for. And there we go. A meddlesome Falcon tried to disrupt the execution. What? Falcon? Really? Ugh, that tenuous wretch. Don't worry. He floundered and bumbled around hopelessly. The madame thinks he's some sort of use, but really, he's as good as dead. This is marvelous. Every piece is falling into place. Our dream will be a reality in no time at all. To reason, brother. To reason. Fraternity? Fontaine? Pierrot? Hello? Welcome. Now we're all in the same group together. More like to treason. Oh no. Awkward. I hope you don't harbor too much hate for the madame. I know that the rooster was your friend, but the madame does what she does for the good of France. Oh. Well, boy, oh boy, this is awkward. It is a bit. Perhaps a round of drinks are in order. After all, this is a tavern. What do you two say? Very well. I'll take a wine. Make sure it's a stiff one. If we ain't paying, chat. I'll take 2. Very well. Pierrot, fetch our guests some drinks. It's your round. What? My
round? No way. It's your turn. Turns don't matter. You still owe me for that omelet I generously paid for last Friday. Yeah, well, you owe me for that coffee on Tuesday. Okay, that's 30 cents off coffee and you can deducted from a 60-cent omelet plus the 25-cent peanuts you swiped from my pantry. Hold up! I ain't so good at maniacal arithmetic. Listen, Sparrowson, you need to go.
Go?
Yes. I'll create a distraction. You head straight for the back door.
Is that such a good idea?
We both stick around, we could both end up dead as soon as we rub that lioness the wrong way. We both run, these two will probably shoot us in the backs. So the way I see it, one of us running is the most viable option.
Falcon?
Don't argue. Once you're out, find Velarde and tell him what you've seen.
Oh, okay.
So it's agreed. You'll get this round, I'll owe you 10 cents. Yep, and I'll hold you to those 2 cents. Be right back. Don't you two move or nothing. He'll hold me to 2 cents? Ugh, that hero is such a miser. Anyway, I don't feel like sitting in silence. Let's talk to pass the time. Hey, look over there! I book it out of here. So, Fontaine, I know that you like the guns. Please, I have a gun question. I know that you do like to talk about them. Fontaine, I have a gun question. A gun question? Alright, do go on. Honestly, I feel like I could ask fucking any of these. Iron. Alright, what's better, iron or lead bullets? Oh, what a delightful technical question. One could discuss the subtle differences for hours. Actually, let's do that. So, lead bullets. They're cheap, they're easy to make. With just a cooking pot, you can melt some lead down and cast it into the right shape. And Sparrowson books it out of here. But they're also soft, so they defar when they hit something. Oh, that makes them useless against armor. That's where iron bullets come in. An iron bullet will zip straight through you, armor, bone, and all. But then again, who wears armor nowadays? I think lead bullets will stick around for a while. And Poofy's gone. Yup, there he went. Alright, I brought drinks. One for me, one for you, and one for... Hey, where's the little one? Huh? The little one? Why, he's right... Huh? Huh? Oh, merde. I lost him. You lost him? How did you lose him? I was gone for 2 minutes. I think I dropped the ball on this one. I'll say! Madame's gonna string us up for sure! Actually, we should make up a cover story. We can't let her find out about this. Let me find out about what? They let Sparrowson escape! Those fools. Tweedledee and Tweedledum over there weren't paying attention and let Sparrowson walk casually away. Madame? We can explain. I swear, I give you two bozos one damned job. Ugh. It doesn't matter. That little bird was dispensable for our plans. But Falcon isn't. What's important is that he's still here. What? Sparrowson was dispensable? But I love Sparrowson. He's not dispensable to me.
Madame, if Sparrowson runs to the police, then both this location and the sleeping city are compromised. We should keep this meeting brief. Agreed. Falcon, let me quickly fill you in. As you probably know, we are planning to form a protest, an enormous protest on the 14th of this month. We intend to draw a massive crowd at the Place de la Concorde, and then we shall march across to Tuileries Gardens. A march across Tuileries? You intend to storm the Louvre? No, the Palace Royal. That's where the king and the prime minister will be residing. I would like it to go peacefully, but peaceful uprisings have a habit of turning violent, don't they? Exactly. And we can't let the leaders of this country escape amidst the chaos. They must be tried for their crimes against the French people. On that note, I want you to lead the prosecution. You want me to prosecute the King of France? The king and the prime minister. They are both responsible for the rampant inequality that plagues this country. On the day of the revolution, we will drag both of those overpaid bourgeois onto the streets, and you shall prosecute them then and there. Okay, I understand. I think prosecuting the crime for crimes against humanity, I suppose. Well, it could certainly be done. If I were to interview a lot of citizens, gather a lot of evidence, file some paperwork, I could probably prepare a case in around 2 months. Everybody laughs. Falcon, you dummy, you get 2 days. We don't have the luxury of time. Use your ingenuity on the day, just like you did in the catacombs. What? You can't be serious. There is no alternative. The wheels of the revolution are already turning, and the revolution will ignite in under a week. The question on my mind is, what do we do with you until then?
You can't leave us with him, ma'am.
You can leave us with him, ma'am. We'll keep a good eye on him. After seeing the atrocious job you two did guarding the little bird, I think not. I'll just have to guard you myself, Falcon. You shall spend this week at my side while I complete our preparations. What? At your side? All day and night? Ooh, I don't mind that. That's not too bad. Cat waifu ending. Absolutely. I'm not going to let you out of my sight for 1 minute. Guard you. In bed. And then we lie down in a nice little nest as she over there just sits nearby staring at us. That seems excessive. You can trust me, madame. No, I can't. You've promised to help me, but I know that you don't actually believe in the cause of the Second Republic. If I give you 1 grain of freedom, you will undoubtedly flee. Well, she's not wrong. This meeting is over. Come along, Falcon. And then it's time to develop some Stockholm Syndrome. Well, this one has an exclamation point, so clearly we're going here, since that's not going to pass any time. Also, that's why there's no sound effects. I think that's why there wasn't that bullet shot earlier, was because I accidentally turned sound effects off without realizing it. I'm not sure how that happened, but okay. Alright, and then while we were sitting in the tavern, Falcon gave me the opportunity to escape. He created a distraction, and I snuck away and then went straight to the police. And then you called a meeting and, well, here I am. Honestly, there being no bang sound effect, it wasn't that bad.
I see. So Severin and Cocorico died at the hands of the rebels.
That's right.
And Falcon revealed his true colors as a traitor.
Hey, what? A traitor? No, that's not right, Inspector. Falcon's not a rebel. He's just playing along so he can save his own life.
Don't be so naive, Sparrowson. Put the puzzle pieces together. Falcon willingly leapt into the lion's den for the specific purpose of siding with the rebels. He let you escape because he could see that you were truly sympathetic to the rebel cause.
What? That doesn't make any sense at all. Falcon's never shown a rebellious streak.
Tell me, Sparrowson, what do you know about Falcon's past?
Well, not a lot. He's a private person.
Has he ever told you what he did during the July Revolution before he changed his name?
How did Velarde land this job? I think that's something that everyone silently... Honestly, clearly, it's because he's a pirate. He walked in, eye patch. You know, he's probably got 2 peg legs. And everyone's like, holy shit, that guy's a fucking pirate. We better do what he wants or else he's just gonna fucking kill us. And they look at Velarde and ask, if we don't give you this job, are you gonna kill us? And he goes, I will. If you do not give me the job here, then I shall go back to pirating, or perhaps I shall just simply kill ye.
Before he... What? No, well, he hasn't told me anything, really.
Didn't Falcon rebel in the bottle after we freed the cat lady murderer? True!
Sparrowson, let me tell you about the man they called the Viridian Killer.
What? Is that what he's thinking? He's gonna be like, Falcon over there is the Viridian Killer? What? Also, I guess we never got to finish helping out Sparrowson clear out those debts. RIP. I guess we'll go ahead and start with the Palais. The Palais Royal. Just looking at the disgusting den of fat cat bourgeois and hypocritical politicians. Ugh. The king is probably in there as we speak. Probably sitting in his high chair, stuffing his bloated face with cake and wine, while he boasts about being the perfect citizen king. Did you come here just to moan about the king? No. I've come here to assess the potential battleground. On the day of the rebellion, I might order Pierrot to set up a barricade over there. What do you think? There? Right outside the Palais Royal? We traded Sparrowson's sidekick for Catgirl sidekick. As much as I might like Sparrowson, Remolt over here, not a bad sidekick too, am I right? She does have, you know, quite the look about her. Perhaps if I help her properly set up the defensive garrison, she might, you know, provide us something in return, like perhaps a peck upon the cheek? That is something that I would quite enjoy indeed. Of course, it's the perfect place for a defensive garrison. We can gather furniture from nearby buildings, build a wall, and position rifles to fend off the police. Perhaps if I prosecute the royalty for her, she might give me a little kissy. And I have never had a little kissy before, and I think I would quite like one. When the time is right, it will serve as the ideal location to launch our assault to the palace. So you weren't just throwing empty words in the tavern. You actually do intend on dragging the king out of the palace through violence? What happened to No Simp September? See, here in the 1840s, during this week, it ain't September, so it ain't a problem. Of course, he will never abdicate on his own volition. It's not as if I want to see bloodshed, Falcon. It's necessary. It's inevitable. I mean, we have to be realistic. There is no way to bring change to a country without using violence, is there? I'm going to disagree. I may be Simp Falcon over here, but I'm still going to disagree. I think there are ways. People look back on the violent moments of history. The executions, the wars, bloody revolutions. But who's to say that a country could not be overturned just through the chance of the people? A pacifist revolution. Interesting. I would love for such a thing to be possible. Maybe it would be better to avoid building the barricades. At least until it's cleared that violence is inevitable. That's good. That's a good compromise, madame. I see, we're gonna work at each of the locations and just undermine her violent revolution so it's easier to overtake her. That's the real trick. Alright, then I guess we'll go over to the gardens next, and then we'll go to the shopping mall last? Let me think. So, it takes 10 minutes to walk from the Place de la Concorde to this very spot. And the Palais Royal lies 5 minutes north of here. But the crowd will be fairly large and slow. It may take twice, maybe 3 times as long to make the move. Having a logistics problem, madame? Perhaps. The plan is to walk the crowd from here through Tuileries to the Palais Royal. But if we take too long to pass through Tuileries, the police will trap us in. We could be flanked and slaughtered. That is quite an issue. Why not just go around? Why not run? Fucking stupid duh! Why not just walk faster? Ugh. The dummies. Now, this seems like another spot where we could undermine her, essentially. They could just meet straight at the palace. What was her reasoning for meeting in the garden first? Did she have a reason in the first place? Why not just get the protesters to meet at the Palais Royal itself? Well, it's simple, because the Place de la Concorde is an ideal meeting location. It's enormous and easy to get to. I see. But even if you got, say, half the protesters to meet at the Palais Royal, you would cut down on traveling time. I get it. A smaller crowd would be easier to direct across the garden. I'll pass the idea along to Pierrot and we'll see what he has to say. He is the one in charge of leading the crowds, after all. That bird-brained pair would probably just shoot the idea down, right?
See, we're reducing their numbers now, too.
And welcome back, Baldir. Probably. But I appreciate your input. I don't know if you genuinely want to help, or if you're just telling me what I want to hear, but out of fear. But thank you, Falcon. It's no problem, madame. For the Second Republic, right? Right, for the Second Republic. Last location, then. Lay Hall, huh? Alright. Let me guess. You have a weapons supplier around here somewhere. Or maybe this is where you plan on meeting an informant. A government defector? It is as good a meeting spot as any. Actually, I'm here for groceries. Oh yeah, Chet. We're going grocery shopping with the lady. We can carry her bags for her. We'll show off just how impressively strong we are. She'll be so impressed with the help and information that we've provided. The fact we're able to carry her bags well for her. I think she might be falling for us, right? That's like second base. Basically a date? Ooh, perhaps if I do a good enough job, yes, then perhaps we could get a kissy. There's no need for that look. You think that just because I'm a gun-toting rebel that I don't need to buy food? Oh! Look at that.
Ooh, Man Beaumont! Man Beaumont!
Oh, well. If it isn't Sauteing and Little Gambade! You're growing bigger every time I see you.
Ma'am, you have to hear this. Something big went down here yesterday. A policeman! A nasty, ugly policeman!
Let me guess, he was bullying people into revealing secrets on the whereabouts of the revolutionaries. Friends with scammers. -5 points.
Well, that's how it started, ma'am. Same old bullying tactics. He was pushing around this old beggar rat who hangs around the market sometimes. But then, when the rat wasn't speaking up, the policeman drew his gun and shot him.
What? The policeman shot the beggar? Just like that?
Yeah. But then the coward cop went and ran before we could turn on him.
I find this difficult to believe. A policeman wouldn't openly shoot a beggar without just cause. Open your eyes, Falcon. This is the regime us Parisians live under. We are ignored by the government, oppressed by the police, and hanged by the courts. Why do you think I'm fighting so hard to make a change? We can't put up with this sort of bullying. No. This can't be right. Something has to be missing from Sauteing's story. Do I mind asking you a couple of questions, madame?
Sure, ask away.
Make it quick, Falcon. What did the policeman look like?
Well, I didn't get a good look, but
He was tall and ugly and mean looking and he had one eye.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What? One eye?
yep, had one of them pirate patches.
There's no way. Ring any bells, Falcon? I know a man who fits the description, but simply couldn't be him. He's a bitter individual, but he's morally righteous. Can't imagine him shooting an innocent person so recklessly. Don't let your bias towards the justice system affect your judgment, Falcon. If you think you know who did this, then please name and shame him. I think I should bite my tongue until I'm a little more certain.
Do you want to know anything else, monsieur?
If a policeman did shoot an innocent person, then there would surely be an investigation. Ha! Oh, your naivete knows no bounds, Falcon. You think the police care if one of their own is out of control?
Actually, there was one bloke asking around, but I don't think he was a policeman.
Oh? Go on, madame.
Well, he was this charming fox.
Oh. Renard.
Friend of yours, Falcon.
Something like that. We should probably pay him a visit to see what he's up to.
Pay him a visit?
Well, I suppose we can set aside a little time.
Do you want something else?
Well, who was the rat? Who was the beggar rat?
didn't really know him well, monsieur. None of us did. He was kind of a loner hanging around, asking for scraps of food, and since I don't even know his name.
That's so sad. Did he have no family? No means of support? Falcon, do you have any idea how many beggars there are on the streets of Paris? How many people go hungry? How many people are forced to turn to crime? I'm well aware, madame. I'm asking these questions to see if there was perhaps some reason why that particular rat was killed. But no, it appears that this was just a loss of an unnamed beggar rat among many. It's tragic.
That is it, monsieur. Is there any other way that I can help?
No, that's all, madame. Thanks for all your help.
No problem. Anything to help Ma'am Brumort.
We'll try to get to the bottom of this, Sautain. Just make sure to stay safe when the revolution starts. Stay inside. Keep Gambade safe.
Of course, ma'am. You stay safe yourself, you hear?
Alright, now time to go pay Renard a visit then. Also, see, it's February, not September, so we're all clear for the simping.
Visitors! Monsieur Volp's visitors!
No Fimp February. I don't think you can just swap out the letter like that. Revolution? It wouldn't be French, I hope. It is a French Revolution since we are in Paris. Almost Valentine's Day, in fact? Actually, yes, because that's tomorrow, huh? Really, Falcon? What do you hope to accomplish in this sleazy back alley establishment? Sleazy? Madame, my back alley office is perhaps a little cluttered and eclectic, but I resent the accusation of sleaze. Maybe I should do the introductions. Monsieur Volps, this is Madame Beaumont, a, friend of mine. Madame, this is Rene Volps, a private investigator at your service. It is a pleasure to meet you, madame. How stoic. I'm sure you have some pressing question to ask, Falcon. But before we get started, there is something I must tell you. Monsieur Sparrowson dropped by earlier. He informed me of your situation. Uh-oh. Sparrowson. Is he alright? Oh, yes. He's now working with Inspector Velarde, attempting to unravel the rebel plot. Just as I thought. It appears that your lackey has solidified his position as a traitor to the Second Republic, Falcon. Perhaps, perhaps not. Sparrowson doesn't strike me as a person who sides with any ideology. But, you know, he asked me the most peculiar question. Would you like to know what it was? Alright, of course. Such information is quite valuable. It would cost, say, 30 francs. Oh, geez. I'm getting very poor here. What about the ideology of chocolate? True, I think you could probably bribe Sparrowson very effectively with any sort of food. Everyone wants a bribe. Yeah. Yeah, I know how this works. Here's your money, monsieur. Very good. So, on to the question. Sparrowson asked if you were the Viridian Killer, the one responsible for the random bombings during the July Revolution 18 years ago. What? Why on earth would he ask that? Perhaps the inspector has been telling him stories. So, what did you tell him? The truth, of course. That is that I have no idea who the Viridian Killer is, but I knew it couldn't possibly be Falcon. Oh? How do you know that I'm not the Viridian Killer? Oh, Falcon, please. You're a semi-drunk, bumbling oaf, not a ruthless killer. Anyway, I've started my own investigation into the Viridian Killer. It's fascinating stuff. Apparently, he was seen in multiple places at once, which leads some to believe that he was actually more than one person. Huh. And do you know why they call him, or should I say them, the Viridian Killer? Well, Viridian is a greenish color, isn't it? Oh no, I don't have a clue. Crimson Killer would be a much cooler name. It appears that no one knows the origins of the name, which leads me to suspect that he, or they indeed, chose their own name. Huh. This is fascinating, truly fascinating. But perhaps we can return to the conversation to why we're here. Is that a rat that was over there on the books? It was. Hello there, Sir Wallace Beans, and welcome to the stream. Wait, holy shit, it's the Wolf Bros. They're serial revolutionaries? Fuck, do you remember what the color of the pen was too there, chat? It was green. Viridian is a shade of green. And we commented earlier about how the Wolf brothers all looked very similar to each other. And they do seem to have a cult going up. We've got that cult pamphlet that had fallen onto the ground. The Cult of Reason. Of course, Monsieur Volps. We heard that you were investigating the murder at Le Hall. I was. That victim was a friend of Mousie's.
Well, more of an acquaintance, really.
Well, we want to know if you managed to uncover anything. Did you find any leads? Any juicy clues? Not as such. It's quite a peculiar case. Did you hear that the murderer wore an eye patch? I did. You know what that implies, don't you, Falcon? You know of only one police officer, or indeed one person, who wears an eye patch. There's a few people we still haven't met yet. What if, like, did the wolf ever turn, like, did either of the wolves ever turn their heads toward us? Because they could be wearing eye patches. The cat lady, Spirusin! Why is the mouse the only tiny character? Because apparently rats and mice are the only tiny animals in this world. So it's not like anyone could make an eye patch, it's true. Especially like leaving an eye patch lying around. Anyone could do that, no problem. The inspector. But that can't be right. You wouldn't describe him as a murderous man, would you, Monsieur Volps? Murderous? I don't know. He's certainly passionate about finding the Viridian Killer. Who's to say that he wouldn't kill in the pursuit of his arch enemy? Falcon, I want to solve this mystery as much as you do, but time is pressing and we have other matters to attend to. We must take our leave. Understood. Until next time, Monsieur Volps. Goodbye and good luck, Monsieur Falcon. It was a pleasure meeting you, madame.
Monsieur Volps? That lioness looked pretty angry. Is this revolution going to end in blood, Monsieur Volps? Just like in 1830?
Alright, time for the Pont d'Art. This is it, Falcon. This is the day we make our stand. Everything is coming together. As we speak, Fontaine is gathering the protesters at the Place de la Concorde. Pierre is making preparations to build and arm a barricade near the Palais Royal. Just as a precaution, you understand. The only question that remains is, are you ready? Of course. Absolutely. Bring on the revolution, I say. Yes, that's the spirit. Come on, let's see how the protest is going. Wow, look at them all back there. There's so many protesters. Wait, do you see over there on the right, sneaking in at the edge of the frame? Fucking hell, Ramus. Falcon and Beaumont arrive at the Place de la Concorde. The air is thick with the chants, shouts, and the cheers of hundreds of protesters. A line of mounted soldiers stands shoulder to shoulder outside the entrance to Tuileries. This is amazing. I had no idea the Second Republic had this many protesters. They do look awfully human, but see their heads, their faces are facing away. I can't tell if they're human or not. I mean, look at us. If we were to turn away from the camera, we would just look like humans too. This is amazing. I had no idea the Second Republic had this many supporters. But of course, you didn't think that we were just a few animals huddling in a cave, did you? The desire for revolution runs deep in the city.
Everything's in place at the Palais Royal, ma'am. Just say the word and we'll set up the biggest barricade you've ever seen. Then we can storm the building and drag that cocky king out of his chair.
There's been a change of plan, actually. We're still going to protest, but we're going to do it peacefully. No firing from behind the barricades, no violence, no capturing the king or prime minister. But, madame, are you feeling all right? You know, maybe this is actually going to fuck up Ramus's plans because this is what they were wanting. They were wanting the violent revolution in order to use it and hijack it for themselves. But now we're fucking it all up for them. Quite all right, thank you. But what of your desire for a better France? You cannot achieve that without bloodshed. We can certainly try. Falcon convinced me. There's nothing reasonable about non-violent revolution. That's why it's over there him, Ramus, with the cult of reason that cares, whereas Beaumont being led much more from the heart. What? Falcon? Pacifism seems like the Christian approach. Wouldn't you say, Friar? I see. So that's how it is. Excuse me, madame. He's gonna go locate his brother and relay this information. I think the friar disapproves of the new strategy. He probably thinks I've gone soft. And maybe I have. In like 3 days' time, by the way. But I'm not deviating from this path. Even if each and every rebel leaves my side. Excuse me, madame, I have to go betray you, says Ramus, walking away.
Don't worry, ma'am. You're not alone.
We're not here for the violence, madame. As long as you strive for better friends, we'll always stand with you. Dun, dun, dun. See, listen to that music. Ugh, this stupid bullet wound. The damn thing's opening up again. What's the news, brother? Is everything in place? We have a problem. The mademoiselle refuses to use violence. She's turned timid. Turned timid? How? It appears that the lawyer, Falcon, is something of a lion tamer. What? J.J. Falcon? Ugh, that bird is proving to be more trouble than the rooster. Swear. Brother, listen. If there is no violence, then there will be no power gap.
one leader will just peacefully replace another. We need chaos for our plan to work. Guess we'll have to follow through with our contingency plan. I'll find the victim, you find the suspect. Don't push yourself, brother. You're still injured. Tamed her to our side. Yeah. Oh, look at those scum. Foul vermin, the lot of them. Mark my words, Sparrowson. Every one of these petulant dissenters will take the first opportunity to turn aggressive. They lust for violence.
They don't look too violent to me.
Trust me, this is just how the crowd looked before the July Revolution. It only takes one crazed individual and the entire crowd will explode into frenzy. Oh wait, holy shit, oh fuck. Earlier, okay? Shopping mall. Rat was murdered, just a random beggar, by someone with an eye patch that they found. They just found that eye patch, whatever. And they're declaring here now how they're going to get a victim and like a murderer person, suspect, whatever, I suspect. Valerde, here with eye patch. And over here with Sparrowson. A victim.
Hey, it's you!
Friar, it's good to see you again.
No time for pleasantries, Inspector. You're urgently needed on the Place de la Concorde.
Me? Why not ask one of the officers on active duty?
There's no time to explain. Any minute now. Ah! Do you hear that gunshot? It's already begun! Come on, Inspector. We must make haste. Inspector, I don't think you should be trusting this friar. He's a two-faced wolf.
Friar Ramus has provided me with reliable information in the past. I trust his judgment.
But Inspector!
This isn't up for discussion, Sparrowson. I have a duty to uphold. Stay put. I'll be back in no time at all.
But... what should I do now?
Oh no. A gunshot is nearby, too. So the friar was right. Violence really is an inevitability. Pirates aren't known for their intellect. True. How does Sparrowson not recognize him from the catacombs? Well, outside that area where we were hearing the voices, it was super dark. So if he was far enough away, he wouldn't have been able to make out who was following him exactly. We haven't reached that stage yet, madame. I can't afford to take chances. Not now. Hero, march the crowd to the Palais Royal and construct the barricade.
Yes, ma'am.
Fontaine, Falcon, we're going to find the source of this disturbance. It came from here, Inspector. Hurry, hurry! I'm moving as fast as these old legs will... Oh, mon Dieu! A body. This woman must have been the target of the gunshot we just heard, but I don't see a shooter. I think the gunshot came from over here. What? Inspector! Okay, so Sparrowson is safe at least. Currently. Falcon? Well,
I should have known that the Viridian Cure would have had a part in this. What? Inspector, I'm not...
What do we have here? A filthy cop and a dead girl. Madame, thank goodness you're here. I saw the whole thing. This poor innocent mademoiselle was approaching the police line with her hands in the air, when all of a sudden, this brute of a police inspector yelled, "Get back, you filthy rebel!" He drew his gun and shot the bird point blank through her heart.
What is this nonsense? What are you prattling on about, Friar?
Thank you for your input, Remus. It hardly surprises me that a member of the police would be the one to cast the first stone.
I think we're all being a little rash. Let's just take a breath, examine the situation, and...
Wait a moment. You wear an eye patch. You only have one eye, Inspector.
How observant.
Tell me, were you the policeman who killed the rat at Le Hall too?
Le Hall? What are you talking about?
2 incidences of a one-eyed policeman gunning down an innocent victim. There is no way that that is a coincidence. What we have here is a filthy, corrupt individual who takes pleasure in oppressing the common citizen. Am I right, Inspector?
Huh? I really shouldn't be surprised that a stupid rebel makes stupid assumptions and comes to stupid conclusions. But open your damned eyes, mademoiselle. I'm not the assailant here.
Don't call me mademoiselle, or stupid for that matter. Your guilt is plain to see. Given the circumstances, I ought to judge and execute you right here and now.
You got me. I love oppressing people. It's true. Just look at Velarde over here. Both of them, honestly, they just can't help but oppress people. Falcon, don't just stand there gawking. Vouch for me. Well, come on. I do know him. Well, madame, I know this man. His name is Inspector Velarde. And honestly, through all of the events I've been with him, he is not very bright, extremely gullible, always overlooking the details. I think he's too stupid to have shot the girl. He always did have good morals at the least. He is ruthlessly law-abiding. So much so that I can't envision him shooting a man without just cause.
Oh, shut up, Falcon. I'm done with your idealism. I listened to you. I took your words to heart about avoiding violence. And now a girl is dead. Well, I'm done taking chances. Remus, help me escort this invalid to Pierrot's barricade. I'll decide his fate there. With pleasure, madame. Come on, Inspector. Fontaine, Falcon, deal with the corpse. Meet us at the barricade when you're done.
Time to investigate the body. There's no way that this was the work of the police. You know what, Falcon? You might be right. Where's Sparrison? He was there. He was over there with Velarde when this happened, yes. Poke the body with a stick? Shadow, please, calm down. You know what, Falcon? I think you might be right. An isolated gunshot? This far away from the police line? It doesn't make any sense at all. But that's rebellions for you. They're messy affairs. sometimes innocents just get caught in the crossfire and there's no reason for it. Well, there's no use dawdling. Help me get the corpse off the streets. Not yet. I'm going to examine the body first. Examine the body? We agree that this wasn't the work of Inspector Velarde, right? Then there might be some clues on the corpse that point towards what happened. Oh, an impromptu coroner's examination, eh? Fine. You have 2 minutes. Uh-oh. Time limit. After that, we're heading to the barricade, whether you're done here or not. Alright, we gotta check out the gun wound then. What's this mark? It almost looks like a handprint made in blood. Probably the mademoiselle's. Imagine you, like, holding your shoulder in this direction with your own hand. That doesn't make any sense. I don't think so. It's the handprint of a left hand on the girl's left shoulder. There's no way a person could comfortably reach that spot in their own back. I suppose so, but if that handprint doesn't belong to the girl, then who does it belong to? The murderer. Has to be. The question on my mind is, why is the handprint made in blood? Did the murderer sully their hand on the girl's gunshot wound? Or were they injured prior to the shooting? There's so much to uncover here and no time for a thorough investigation. Yeah, not a lot to look at. Definitely want to look at where the bullet wound is, at least. This is the bullet wound, right? What can you tell me about it, Fontaine? Well, it looks like the bullet took a fairly straight angle of entry through the mademoiselle's back. The shooter was probably standing right behind the victim. What's the bullet size? You know, its caliber. Let me guess. You're hoping that the caliber of the bullet is different to the caliber of the inspector's gun? That would conveniently get the one-eyed police officer off the hook, wouldn't it? But I'm afraid I can't help you. I couldn't possibly know a bullet's caliber without having a good look at the bullet itself. And, as you can plainly see, the bullet is 3 centimeters deep in flesh. So, you need to see the bullet itself. It might almost be better to leave the bullet in the body. Because if we were bringing the body to the scene of the crime, let's retrieve it. Help me retrieve the bullet, Fontaine. What? Retrieve? You mean dig it out? Well, I assume you have a little more experience in this area than I do. Well, you're not wrong there. Fine, this will only take a moment. Here you go. One used bullet. It looks like a standard lead rifle or pistol ball. I'm afraid I cannot tell you its caliber. Why is that? Well, the bullet fragmented upon impact, monsieur. I gathered all the pieces, but I cannot assess its diameter with any accuracy. Still, I would guess it was 13 to 17 millimeters. Sorry that I couldn't be more specific. That's enormous help. Thank you, monsieur. Alright, added to my evidence folder. Now I will stare at her face. Everyone's been so fixated on who did this that nobody stopped to ask who this girl was. Well, I don't know, monsieur. Given her clothes, she's probably just another working girl. Just another? I don't mean to sound glib, but it's true. This is one mademoiselle among the thousands who live in Paris. Who was she? Where did she work? Will her family miss her? I don't know. But in the long run, I don't think anybody will care. I care. I can't afford not to. I don't know who this mademoiselle was, but I'm going to see to it that justice is brought about for her death.
Look, I know crime scenes. Poke the body with a stick. It'll work, I promise.
Oh, Shadow. Wait, wrist? Hang on. It's a long shot, but maybe this girl is faking her injury. Just for the sake of thoroughness, I ought to check for a pulse. Right? No. Nothing.
It seems that is it, Chet. We have thoroughly examined her. There is nothing left to look at. Therefore, we have completed.
Because I don't think I can, like, grab anything out of my evidence, so. You dug a bullet out of her? I mean, yeah. Of course we did. I'm done here. Very good. Let's move this body off the street then. We must hurry to the Palais Royal. Rest in peace, mademoiselle. I'll see to it that justice is done. Everything's going just as planned. The Madame's probably fuming right now. She'll attack the Palais Royal, the Prime Minister will flee, and then... Excuse me, monsieur. What do you want? I'm busy. Don't you recognize me, monsieur? I know that my disguises are a little more complex than yours, but I assumed you would recognize Prince Juan when you saw him. What? You're Prince Juan? Indeed, and you're Judge Romulus, the corrupt wolf. I know what you did. You tried to assassinate the king. You shot the croque monsieur. And just moments ago, I saw you murder a maiden at the Place de la Concorde. You truly are a vile individual, aren't you? Yeah. As if you have any proof for any of that stuff. I'm out of here. I know that you are one half of the Viridian killer. Huh? On any other day, I would gut you where you stand, Fox. But as it happens, I am a little busy today. Oh, the Viridian killer is too busy to kill me. Yeah, Renard seems like he's a very good detective. Is that the truth? Or is that bullet wound of yours starting to affect your prowess? You must have lost an awful lot of blood.
What do I do? What do I do? Oh! Hello, Monsieur Volps.
Ah, Monsieur Sparrowson. Perfect timing.
Who now?
Oh, you're that fledgling. Maybe he should be the star? Why hasn't this been R&M the entire time instead of AA? The Aviary attorney. Clearly, this would have been more action crime solving if we were on the side of the Fox. Though then again, if we were watching Renard, that means we would be watching Renard and Mousy, and we wouldn't get Sparrowson at all. And come on. Sparrowson is clearly the fan favorite here. I guess this is what they call being stuck between a rock and a hard place. Monsieur Sparrowson, be a dear, help me restrain the Viridian killer.
What? This guy? He's the Viridian killer? What? He looks more like Judge Romulus to me.
Well, you would be right about that, too.
Whoa! So he's two scumbags in one. All right, then.
Ow! Mind the wound. Mousy is just like a better Sparrowson? You take that back. comparing Sparrowson to Mousy. Mousy is a very bland character. He's forgettable. He's tiny. Never? Oh my god. Chat. Did you hear what... How could anyone say such things about Sparrowson? Shocked.
Quit your whining, Your Honor.
Very nice takedown, Monsieur Sparrowson. I hate Sparrowson. Slime is anti-Sparrowson too? I can't believe this. You may want to check his pockets for weapons. He is something of a notorious killer, after all.
Of course. Let's see what we've got here. Aha! Here we are.
A pistol. Probably the one used to kill the maiden, I suspect. What else can you find, Monsieur Sparrowson?
This! An eye patch? Weird. What would this wolf want with an eye patch?
Oh no! This is bad. Very bad indeed.
I don't get it. What's wrong with an eye patch?
There's no time to explain. Mousy!
What is it, Monsieur Volps? What is it?
Huh? Is he there the entire time? Take this eye patch to J.J. Falcon. If my fears are correct, he'll be somewhere around the Palais Royal right now. The eye patch looks like a clam. Honestly, it does. And hello there, Elite So Blade, and welcome to the stream. Tell him that this belongs to Ramus's brother. Hurry now.
Right away, Monsieur Volps! Right away!
And off he goes. I must go too. I need to find the other half of the Viridian killer pair before something terrible happens.
Wait! Monsieur Volps! What am I supposed to do with this guy?
You have his gun, don't you? March that wolf to the nearest police station and collect your reward for capturing Judge Romulus.
Oh, what a strange day.
Outside the Palais Royal, the rebels have constructed a makeshift barricade out of furniture, branches, rocks, and anything else they can find. From behind the walls, the rebels taunt the police and royal guards with chants. I'm growing impatient. Pig, confess your crimes. I have nothing to confess, you filthy rebel. You and all your rebel friends, however, should confess to the 1,000 counts of treason and public disorder. I will see each and every one of you hanged for your flagrant disregard of the law.
Ugh, your stubborn attitude is disgusting. A few days ago, you were seen at La Hall. Witnesses saw you murder a beggar in cold blood. Today, a friar has testified to seeing you murder a girl, again completely unprovoked. I don't know why you continue to plead your innocence, but it doesn't matter. I don't need a confession to know that you're a killer.
Madame Beaumort, stop! The inspector didn't shoot that mademoiselle.
Keep your beak closed, Falcon. I'm done listening to your suggestions. This policeman is as guilty as every other monster in our decrepit justice system. It's my duty to execute him.
Madam, Falcon has uncovered some pretty convincing evidence. I would recommend that you hear him out. Please, just give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and I can convince you of this inspector's innocence.
5 minutes is precious in a time like this. I can't afford it.
What if you're wrong? Are you willing to see another dead innocent? Thank you, madame. Having my life saved by the Viridian killer? Oh, how humiliating. Quiet, pig. Your life is mine until I say otherwise. Okay, so, first of all, let's recap on what Friar Ramus had to say. Wait, where is that friar? He's a key witness to this crime.
He sharpened. He's Scarford? As soon as he dropped the inspector off, said he had some business to attend to.
Business?
Oh man, those barricades are looking pretty scary. But I mustn't fear, for I am a brave duck. I am the great Officer Beck. Handsome, intelligent, strong. Truly a fearless hero who will be remembered for... Hello, officer. Oh, you scared me, monsieur. Monk?
Friar, actually. Friar Ramus. Listen, officer, I have something of great importance to tell you. I was just passing by the rebel camp and I overheard a conversation.
Oh, this sounds good. Do go on.
They said they were going to launch an assault very soon, and when they do, they're going to rain hellfire on the palace.
Oh no, it's just as I feared. What'll we do?
There it is. It's the comedy jokes. Thanks to Beck. Beck with the comedy gold. Thank you. Amazing. Wow. We found it. We found the gold. And that's it. We don't need to see any more of this game. And then we just end the stream. Thanks everybody for coming. It's over. We got it. We saw what we needed to see. It's all done. Jokes found. That's it. It's simple, officer. As soon as you hear the first gunshot, you need to retaliate. Hit them with everything you've got. Every cannon, every rifle, every piece of artillery. We beat the game, that's it. All we needed to hear was "what'll we do" joke. And there we go. Don't leave a single piece of the barricade remaining. That is the only way you can be sure to survive.
Ah, total annihilation. Okay, I like it. But, Friar, I'm confused. Aren't you a Christian?
Yes? So what?
I don't know. It just that your idea doesn't seem very Christian-y.
Ah, I see. You think this is a moral issue. Let me tell you a secret, my dearest duck friend. There is no God. No overarching morality or higher plan. No heaven to save the righteous, or hell to punish the sinners. Dude, spoilers! He's spoiling the afterlife, no! There is only you, your artillery, and 10,000 rebels who want to dine on Peking duck tonight. Understand?
Oh, that's an awful lot to take in.
Then, let me simplify. It's you or them.
It's me or them.
Uh-oh. Forget about the Friar Falcon. We all remember what he had to say. Present your case based on what you can recall. Okay, I will. But you may want to wipe that mouse off your shoulder first. Hang on, all right, it's giving us the mouse. Look at his shoulders, chat. Clear of mouse. Sorry, wipe what? There's the mouse. The mouse is even sneakier than Sparrowson, who's very good at pilfering people's pockets. The mouse, however, can get right up on their shoulder without them noticing. Oh, it's you, Mousy.
Monsieur Falcon! Monsieur Falcon! Special delivery from Renard Voops!
Thank you, Mousy. What is this?
An eye patch! It was found in Ramus's brother's clothing!
What? Ramus's brother? This is an eye patch belonging to Judge Romulus? That's interesting. Where is Romulus?
There's no time, Monsieur! Just take it! Take it! I have to run, Monsieur, but you have to do your best. Monsieur Volps and Sparrowson believe in you.
I wish we had a talking mouse. True. Oh. Imagine just like you're in your room, crying, very sad, and then suddenly, mouse on your shoulder, patting you, saying everything's going to be okay. And then it pulls out a cookie that it brought up for you. Oh, Mousy. Instead of this dumb talking sparrow, the Sparrowson's good too. He brought Falcon the croissants, the chocolate croissants earlier though. I called Mousy bland though. Well, I did call this specific Mousy bland, indeed. However, that doesn't mean you can't have some other mouse who's very nice and good and varied. Stupid idiot, dumb sparrow! Slime, stop it! No! Don't be me. I need my own Mousy now to come appear on my shoulder to tell me everything's okay. And Slime doesn't mean what he says. Oh no. Petri, if you're still there, punish him. Take him out. Oh, you can't say these things, Slime. It's too much. Thank you, Petri. I'll try to complete the game through my emotions. Right. Let me compose myself. The political dissent has been silenced. Oh, hello there, David, and welcome to the stream. Sparrowson. You've seen Sparrowson? How is he?
There's no time, Messieurs. Good luck.
Are you quite done, Falcon? Very much so. Let's begin this trial. It's time for cross-examination. Okay, so let's remember what the friar said. The Mademoiselle was approaching the police line with his hands in the air, when all of a sudden, the brute of a police inspector yelled, "Get back, you filthy rebel." He drew his gun and shot the bird point blank through the chest. All right, so our evidence is a bloody handprint, bullet, and eye patch. So let's question on the gun, since we do have this bullet. Maybe we'll start there. Friar Ramus claims that the inspector drew his gun. But we can start with what caliber is it? Madame, what caliber is the inspector's weapon? What caliber? Well, I don't have the faintest. 15 millimeters. That's the standard caliber for the gendarmerie pistol. And what caliber was the bullet found in the Mademoiselle? Well, I can't be sure because the bullet fragmented, but it looks to be between 13 and 17 millimeters. I'm afraid that's the most accurate measurement I can make given the circumstances. If the bullet were 17 millimeters in diameter, then it wouldn't fit in the inspector's 15 millimeter gun. That would immediately free the inspector of all guilt. Falcon, that's a little bit slim there.
It certainly would, if the bullet were 17 millimeters. But Fontaine just said the bullet was between 13 and 17. That's quite a large range.
But if it were 17?
If it were 13 or 15, then the inspector's guilt would only be confirmed further. You're holding on to the shred of hope that the bullet is actually 17 millimeters, but you lack any real evidence. Let's move this along.
Alright, second, does he have a weapon? Tell me, madame, did you even find a weapon on the inspector at the time of his arrest?
Yes, we confiscated this from his person.
Oh, I see. But is it possible that the gun was planted? Well, that is a standard issue percussion lock, Chanteralt Dromondary pistol. That is exactly the type of gun I would expect a policeman to carry. Sorry, Falcon. Okay, that's it for the gun. So, how about we question Mademoiselle? Let's talk about the victim. No, I don't think either of those are gonna work. I'm not even gonna bother with questioning. How about the police line? The friar said that the girl was approaching the police line at the time of the shooting. Now, as I recall, the main police line was at the entrance to Tuileries and the Place de la Concorde. That's around where we were waiting. But this incident didn't occur there. It was a good 50, maybe 100 meters away.
So what?
So what? It's a severe discrepancy in the friar's account of events.
Maybe there was a police line there, but it moved. Maybe the friar was mistaken and it was just a single officer. Does it really matter?
This does seem kind of weird that it would take place so out of the way. Why would it be the case? Why was the girl over there? Why would the police officer not be at the police line? That doesn't... Yes, it matters hugely. It impacts how we view the narrative of events. How exactly? Elaborate. Why does it matter? You want to kill someone over this! We want to be, like, proper and be actually looking at the reasoning for everything? Well, if it were just a single police officer, then it would be a more private confrontation and, well, yeah. Oh. No good.
Sorry, Falcon. I don't buy it. An innocent being killed by a policeman is an innocent being killed by a policeman. The friar got some details wrong, but the overarching crime remains. We must stay focused on that.
Okay, but then let's turn and ask why she would be approaching the line, at least. We should be asking why the girl would do such a thing. It doesn't make any sense.
Perhaps she wanted to hurl insults at the police. Perhaps she just wanted directions. I have no idea what her intentions were, but in any case, her death was the outcome. That's what we must focus on.
Alright, that's it with the police line, so we'll try point blank. Friar Ramus claimed that the girl was shot point blank in the chest. But she was shot in the back? But the girl was clearly shot in the back. Yeah, because the bloody handprint.
I know. I remember seeing the bullet wound for myself.
But that's quite a glaring inaccuracy in the wolf's testimony.
It is an inaccuracy, but it is an irrelevant inaccuracy.
Because that means that the girl would have been shot not while she was approaching the police line. At most, she would have had to have turned away from the police line. Does it really matter if the girl was shot in the front or the back? Either way, a girl died at this pig's hands. It does matter. If the girl were shot from the front, then this might indicate a police confrontation turned ugly. But if she were shot in the back, then what? This could indicate that someone targeted and assassinated her before she could even react. It doesn't paint the inspector in any particularly flattering light, Falcon. Madame, you're missing the point. A shot to the back breaks the currently established narrative. If the girl was targeted and murdered in a stealthy professional attack, therefore, this was not an ordinary police confrontation. You've made an assumption, Falcon. You've assumed that just because the girl was shot in the back, she must have been stealthily killed. There are other possibilities. Perhaps the girl was scared by the police, started running away, and was shot in the back as she fled. That scenario isn't possible. If the girl were running away, then she would have been shot at least a couple of steps away from the killer at the time of the shooting. Right? Right. But I know that the killer was standing right behind the victim. They were less than 1 meter apart when the gun was fired. They were standing that close? How could you possibly know that, Falcon? The handprint! We saw a bloodied handprint on the girl's shoulder. What do you make of that, madame? Well, I assume that the bloody stain would belong to the victim. A mark made with the girl's dying breath, perhaps. No. The print of the left hand on the girl's shoulder, near her upper back. The angle and positioning of the print indicate that it could have been caused by another person. That's why I'm so certain that the killer was right behind the girl at the time of the attack. I see. That's quite a theory. But Falcon, you've left an important question unanswered. Why was the handprint bloody? The print was made with the victim's blood. Yes, so it can't possibly have been made prior to the shooting. The killer must have wiped his hand on the girl's clothing after she had already died. And if that's the case, then my suggested scenario is still possible. The girl may have been running from the police when she was shot. No, I'm still trying to work out the details. But I know that the print was made prior to the shooting. Maybe the shooter was injured and his hand was already covered in blood. You talked big about breaking the established narrative, and now you present me with that baseless drivel. Well, where do we go from here? How does this handprint nonsense really affect the situation? Do you find something funny about this situation, Inspector? I do. This whole trial is patently absurd. It's an animal court through and through. But there was particularly something funny about that last exchange. You were both so focused on what and how this handprint was made that you missed the larger issue. Velarde doesn't have any fucking hands. How the fuck would he leave a bloodied handprint if he doesn't fucking have any goddamn hands? Where would the handprint come from? What? How would he even shoot the gun? He doesn't have hands. Maybe that's the real trick. Why would he have a gun if he does not have hands? How does he do anything? Honestly? That's why the cane is always just under his shoulders. He can't actually utilize it. Sparrowson shot it for him, boom. But Sparrowson wasn't there with him. They were left behind. I don't have a left hand, you idiots! I couldn't have possibly left that mark. Oh, right, of course. He used his cock. 'Cause he is one slime, that means you have actually unintentionally also said a pun there if you didn't mean to do one. You've got one now. Oh, right. Of course. Slime, you've done it. Now you are a pun criminal too. Well, madame, what do you have to say to that?
Maybe the handprint came from an accomplice. Or maybe it had nothing to do with the incident. Or...
It feels good to see someone else speculating wildly for a change.
Okay, fine. I don't have a solid explanation. Must concede that it's possible, maybe even likely, that the person who left the mark was the murderer. Therefore, as much as it pains me to say it, must concede that the inspector probably did not shoot the girl.
Ha! So that's it. The inspector is off the hook.
No. There's still the matter of the incident at La Hall.
What incident is this? I know nothing about it.
As if you don't know. A beggar rat was shot and killed in La Hall a few days ago. The attacker was described as a scowling police officer who wore an eye patch. Sound familiar to you? Go on, Falcon. Explain the pig out of this one.
Well, until 5 minutes ago, I was at a loss, but I was recently presented with a piece of evidence that makes the answer all too clear. This was a false flag operation.
What? False flag? Explain yourself, Falcon.
That's easy. Madame, what do you know about Remus's twin brother, the man known as Romulus? Oh, the music's really building now.
Well, not much. Only that he was forced to flee the country by our oppressive government around a month ago. All right, and you're gonna roll on out, Horace? That's just fine. Thanks for stopping on by.
That's a half-truth, madame. You see, it is correct that Romulus is being hunted by the police. But I've had the suspicion that the wolf was lurking in Paris itself, although I never managed to find definitive proof of this. Anyway, it turns out that my suspicion was well-founded. He was recently apprehended, I think.
You think?
Well, I don't know the details, but it doesn't matter. What's important is that a reliable friend found this on Romulus's person just moments ago.
What? I can't hear you! Yeah, the music's going a little bit wild, huh?
Well, we'll quiet it down a little bit. Calm down, music. Understand you're excited, but you need to tone it down a little bit. An eye patch? Romulus has perfect vision. Why would he need something like this? There is only one plausible explanation. It is a part of a disguise, something to conceal his identity and make him appear as someone else.
Disguise? You're saying that Romulus shot the beggar rat just to frame this police inspector?
Exactly, madame. It's no coincidence that Friar Remus happened to find the very same inspector just as another murder occurred today.
So, Remus was in on it too. Two wolves working together to make this policeman look like a murderer. Oh, but why? Why would they do that?
To rile you up, madame, to make you lust for violence. And if your actions today are anything to go by, I would say that they succeeded. No. Damn. Been so stupid. How did I let myself get so misled by a couple of wolves? This trial is over. Go, Inspector. You're free. I was hoping she would lust for something else. Falcon feels the same way, Slime. He feels the same way. Justice! Exactly. It's about time. Oops. You're
letting him what, ma'am?
Of course. It would be criminal to confine an innocent man any longer than necessary. Even if the man is a bitter, stubborn pig. Falcon! Yes? I don't understand you. You're stupid. You're reckless. But you fought Beacon Talon for my freedom. I'm starting to suspect that you aren't, that you really aren't the Viridian killer at all. Is that more of an insult since there are pig people? You know what? That's true. I mean, they have been saying things like bird-brained also. It certainly took a long time to pass that fact through your thick skull. Inspector, if you're still hunting that villain, maybe you should speak with Renard Volps. When this is all over, I mean. I hear he's been doing some research into the Viridian killer. Maybe he knows something. Maybe I will. Madame, it appears that your gang of rebel filth don't intend on assaulting the palace anytime soon. I'll relay that information to the artillerymen. Maybe we can keep a peaceful standoff going until this blows over. Thank you. I appreciate that. All of you, stay out of trouble.
What happens now, ma'am?
We're going to continue our protest. Peacefully. We're going to stand here, chanting and shouting until the Prime Minister and the King both step down out of sheer humiliation. It might take days, weeks. But if we manage to change this country without one more person being harmed, then... Uh-oh. Well, look who returned. Madame, I just saw the police inspector strolling out of here unharmed. Why did you let him go? That's simple, Ramus. We all had a discussion and came to the conclusion that I had been misled by a couple of wolves. How many lies have you fed me, Friar? Just how much damage have you done to further your own goals? Did you help your brother kill the beggar rat in the hall? Did you watch the girl die by the Place de la Concorde? Now that I think about it, even the Croque Monsieur's death was surrounded by details that made little sense. I don't know what to think anymore.
You know that this guy's a scumbag at least, ma'am. I say shoot him.
Piero's right. We won't judge you for killing this man, madame.
It's the least I deserve for my sins. Go ahead, madame.
If she shoots him here, that means a gunshot and the artillerymen will start shooting at them. Ooh. What are you waiting for? Pull the trigger. Do it. Falcon, you have proven yourself as having clear judgment. What do you say? Madame, you know what the right thing to do is. Show us what kind of leader you wish to be. You're right. I said that this will be a bloodless revolution, and I can't make any exceptions. Not even for a monster like this wolf. Oh, fuck. Wow. This is amazing. Completely unprecedented. You've buckled all of my expectations, avoided every temptation and opted for an option that shouldn't even exist. Well done, madame. Well done, Falcon. You have demonstrated the power of pacifism in its purest form. But unfortunately for both of you, I'm no pacifist. What? Everyone, get down! Suicide. Shooting himself in the head? What a loony! Hardly a surprise that a wolf would be too cowardly to face real punishment. And hello there, Grey Wish. Welcome to the stream. This isn't right. It's not the solution I wanted either, Falcon, but I can't say I'll mourn the friar's death. No, that's not what I meant. I meant that it doesn't make sense for him to kill himself so abruptly. And that comment of his, it was almost like, I think we need to get out of here. All of us. Right now. Falcon, what are you talking about? That was a gunshot! Oh, really close, too. I can't afford to hesitate. It's me or them. It's me or them. Officer, hold your fire. No way. I can't afford to take chances. It's me or them. No. Dun. It's me or them. Fire every cannon. Oh no! They're loading up! Oh no! I like the faces on these. Oh. Can anyone hear me? Hero? Fontaine? Hello? Anyone? I'm here, madame. Falcon? Oh, of all the people, I think I made a mistake, Falcon. Where did I go wrong? Was it when I lost my temper over seeing that dead girl? Or was it earlier, when I shot that prosecutor? Or was it earlier still, when I first listened to that monstrous friar in the first place? I've made a lot of mistakes. We've all made mistakes, madame. Most people's mistakes don't spark bloody revolutions. Can you move, madame? I don't think so. Give me a minute. I think I can clear some of this rubble. Dear Monsieur Volps, I'm writing to you from the Demiao Railway Express. Modern technology truly is amazing. I've decided to take your advice and have gone on vacation until things settle down. The king fleeing to Britain? The Second Republic taking over? It's all crazy stuff. Anyway, before I left, you asked if I knew what happened to Falcon. Well, I got my hands on a copy of the official police report, and it says that Falcon died during the attack on the barricade. But it also says that the police didn't find a body, same as Leonie Beaumont. Weird, huh? Rumor is that he was probably blown away by cannon fire, but that doesn't sound right to me. The Falcon I knew was tough and intuitive. I think he found a way to escape and survive. So, in my opinion, he's still out there. It's possible, isn't it? Anyway, I should wrap this letter up because I'm about to reach my stop, Vienna. I'll let you know how Mademoiselle Signe's parents are doing. Maybe you should come pay a visit sometime?
Send my regards to Mousy. Yours sincerely, Sparrowson. P.S. I see a person selling Milhemstrudel. What is it? PPS delicious. That's what. I'm gonna go ahead and get another order of it, in fact. That's the end. That's the end. Oh, that was great. Yeah, the created by Sketchy Logic. Well, did we meet everybody? No, we didn't. I think there were still a couple of spots in the book that were left question marked. And the Steam description for the game does say that there are 3 unique endings, so this is the one we ended up with. I assume perhaps, like, maybe... Oh, because I think that should be, who we... no, okay, these are all silhouettes that we have seen. Okay. So, I wonder what other course is it? At minimum, I could see that the revolution could have ended up much bloodier. I could also see the possibility that it, would have ended very differently. Oh, look! You have reached the end of the Route C, Fraternite. Oh, that means I think Act 4 would be completely different had we gotten a different ending route, because I'm pretty sure when Act 4 came up, it said, like, C Fraternite. So, had we acted differently during the first 3 acts, then we would get a completely different 4th act. Maybe? I don't know. That's just speculation. There are different endings, and C Fraternite is the one that we have gotten. The ending you received was determined by the decisions you made in Chapter 3. There you go. There's the answer. Try tackling the trial in the catacombs differently in order to see a different ending. Thank you for playing Aviary Attorney. Well, there we go. Thanks, game, I guess. All right. Well, all right. There's Aviary Attorney. Very much enjoyed that game, both the overall writing of the game. I did like the art and music, but technically it's not done by the people who made the game, since it was pulled from, like, again, classical pieces. But obviously the animation photoshopping of the characters and like wouldn't have been done by the past artists. It would have been done by the game makers. So that was certainly fun. It made it very enjoyable. I liked the art. I liked the utilization of it. I liked the writing again. I thought that was real fun. Yeah. So I'm glad that I went through and played it to the end. It was a good time. So that wraps up today's stream. So thank you, everybody, for coming on by to watch. Thank you for Twitchy for resubscribing. And as a reminder, not next week, but the week after will be the chat's choice game with Sims 3. So I hope you come back by for that, and otherwise, streams as normal, Wednesday, Saturday, so on. Dwarf Fortress, no. Sims 3 won, sorry slime. And now, as we hit the end, people giving the points for the emote. Let me just pull up that then, so I can modify the amounts. Alright. Well, now I'm gonna have to wait for a moment while people roll those along. Alright. I appreciate everybody coming on by to watch. It was very enjoyable. Now I just need to play through other games, decide what else we should do. You know, I got an email the other day that Such Art added on a Twitch integration feature, and it sounds like it's a case of
chat gets different prompts that they can vote on, and then based upon what they vote for, I, then the streamer, do that voted on thing. So there's the potential that could come back to such art again. However, then again, there's always a possibility, maybe we'll just wait to come back to such art, because there's not going to be, I don't think, anything significantly different otherwise, so maybe still just wait until the game fully releases before we return to it. I don't know. Well, let's see here. We've got then 14K, so that would bring us to 88. And yeah, I'll review games, decide what to do for Wednesday, look over what we should do exactly for the weekend, Some games that I have been sort of putting off, well, I guess putting off isn't quite the right word, see. Since now that we've completed Aviary Attorney, which had been like the story game rolling out across the weeks, now we can swap to a new story game, and something that I had mentioned previously was West of Loathing. Perhaps that will be the next story game we rotate over to. So, potentially this weekend, we'll start on West of Loathing. Though then again, maybe there's the potential no. Maybe I won't wait on it just for the purpose. Otherwise, chat's choice is going to interrupt any sort of story game happening. It just means that there would be an extra week between West of Loathing and before continuing it again. I think there's enough sort of not super continuous storyline happening in West of Loathing that it would work to break it up for a week to do chat's choice and then continue back with it the following week. So, potentially we'll come to that. Let me go ahead and get raid started. And let's see. I say Steven is playing some Battle Brothers. So how about you go watch him play that? Thank you again, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you. Bathroom Brothers, that's it. Go over to Steven's chat and go pee on him and around him and say, hey, we're here for the bathroom stream with Bathroom Brothers. Goodbye, chat. Have a good day.